I'm sure it'll be fine now.
To make sure you recharge your inspiration for the days.
That's right. Yeah. So, yeah, everyone gets some inspiration, and we will go over the joy of
The chaos you created for yourself.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It's literally my fault. You're the one who failed to save. So it really isn't. I think it's your
You're
fault.
the one who cast the spell.
Well,
You cast a spell that had the risk of going
I
that
was
way.
trying to be appropriate to your name. That's all.
Uh-huh.
All
When
right.
you click on inspiration, there's like a little sun. Does that mean that it's
Yep,
active?
Yep.
it's active. So
Sun is
whenever
on.
you want to do your reroll, you just click that, like remind
Gotcha.
yourself you no longer have it, and then you. It's more of a reminder than anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just wondering. Thank you.
Yep.
We all raise levels, but we have not taken a rest yet.
Yeah, so technically you
Nope.
don't have your level until you essentially sleep. Risks, I told him basically he basically has it. It was equivalent of his. Um, he just won't level up his health or anything. I mean, he won't gain health back. Like he's at twice. I think it's what twice the health or
Yeah.
Oh, I
something.
see.
Yeah, so he's low health.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I basically my max health does increase. I just haven't refreshed it to get that back. Basically,
yeah,
like what I lost.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
So
just click on long rest then?
yep. You can.
Oh, we're
Oh
not,
well, you know,
Oh,
so
whoa,
not
whoa,
yet, not
Not
yet,
yet.
not,
not
yeah,
yet.
because you guys might do stuff before you
wait,
sleep. But
yeah.
Basically
We're
ended right at the end of the battle. We're still in the underwater arena,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah, it's true.
corpses and stuff.
You
have
and
to
your
collect a few things of mine that are left behind.
yeah.
Like, we don't know what happened to them. They disappeared. They're all in my bag.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, yeah. So last time on Will of the Elements, it was a pretty simple session. All that happened really was you guys prepared for the arena fight in the water plane, and then you fought them. You fought your enemy opponents were Cascadia, uh, Mystify, and Delinund, and you ended up doing the arena fight. You know, we was you know as you guys might remember from the fight, basically there was a lot of pushing and pulling around the map every round. Basically, you guys had pushed 20 feet in one direction. There was a whirlpool in the middle. The way of swimming through water, and yeah, the fight ended up being kind of long with you guys summoning a bajillion enemy creatures to the fight.
It
And
ended up being like what 14 on 3 if you count all of our
something like that, yeah, maybe.
guys. Yeah, it was crazy.
Which
I guess.
which as lopsided as that was, they were still kind of holding us back.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were actually winning at some points, but then you guys made a really good comeback, and
But
then
to,
yeah,
to be fair, though, a lot of the lair actions did kind of mess with us.
yeah,
yeah.
they have an advantage with basically the arena being their essentially layer, so it's very helpful for their respect. You guys can work to use it against them, and if you know more, if you need to learn about a lot about it, but it's tough to know more than the people who bought there many times. But you guys did go ahead of time, which helped you actually, because going there ahead of time taught you that there was something in the middle that you wanted to avoid, and it was during the fight itself, it was disguised with illusion to be like a fountain, and you guys avoided it, which was good because otherwise you would have sucked into a whirlpool and taken mass damage. So yeah, in fact, you guys went ahead to the arena earlier and checked out, had to help you
And
guys.
that weird little barrier acid or wherever the heck that was,
Yeah,
a little kill box.
yeah.
Hmm.
Basically, yeah. You guys had basically one of the enemies you had Cascadia. She could transform the water. She's transmutation wizard. And she basically transmuted the water to like poison and acid, basically acid. And then you guys would resist it. A lot of times you resist the damage, but she could do a massive amount of basically like a full like 15, 20 foot like 20 foot wide like rectangle of transportation. And but you guys luckily you guys have a special like kind of filter mass filter to to help you against that. You increase your con saves by 2 and lower your ice damage by 1. So you had those masks that you bought earlier and then that risk modified. 1 2 which you upgraded with the protection poison enchantment spell. So that was
just
particularly helpful
just
too.
two of them. It was for Renan and Gordon.
Yep. Yeah. So that was that. You guys get and then you're winning in Cascadia in Desperation cast Prismatic Spray, a very high level spell, 7th level, that does massive damage. Unfortunately, it's a random spell and it ended up being pretty bad luck. Instead of doing damage, it was blind you guys, but you guys didn't care that much about the blind because it's more of an issue and it's in normal D&D for physical characters. And also, you guys saved against it for the most part, except for, of course, Risk, who failed the save, first save, and then failed again, the second save, which caused him to get teleported completely out of the fight and to a whole nother plane. So, but look, at that point, you guys are already essentially won, and you guys cleaned up and defeated them. But you're missing Risk now, and the fight is over. So, what you guys want to do?
Line
Uh,
up at the end of like the Stanley Cup and just shake hands while the
Sure. I do shake hands with people, with Mystify, uh, the Cascadia, and Delanan. Delanan takes his mask off, and he had a shark mask in general. Speaking, he was is a very basically had this it has a full like dark skin, black hair with like braids, and and then he's taking the mask off. You see his face as a handsome guy, like just and he has red eyes, but like before when he bumped into when you met him earlier, he was very much like intimidating and gruff and like all that stuff. And he gave like the whole like snake eyes thing, and now he shakes your hand normally and he says, "Dude, that was cool. That ice thing was just sick, man. I couldn't move at all for the entire fight. Kind of sucked, but it
Oh
was a
God,
smart
he's a
move.
surfer boy.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you could have
if you
broke
think
loose. It's
we're
easy enough to
awesome, you
break
should try
loose. It
our
just
ice cream.
takes a
yeah.
second.
But I don't really feel like breaking loose. I think sometimes you just gotta roll with it. So I just kind of pulled my crossbow and started shooting you guys, but kind of didn't have the best match in my life. Just missed you guys over and over and over again. It really sucked, but it was a
Okay,
good strategy. Can't really blame you.
I pipe
No,
up
you
here
had a
and
Sometimes
lot of
you just need to
abilities.
get good. I get it.
You had a lot of abilities that were designed to like mess with your stuff. So don't blame yourself. It was a combination of.
speaking of the fight, I turn to Cascadia. So where's our
Where's
guy?
our buddy?
She looks at you like she shrugs a bit. She's like, uh, I don't know. That he seems to
What do you
not
mean you
be.
don't know?
Well, I cast a
You
spell and he disappeared, and then that's not good. But I'm not actually sure what happened to him. I don't usually use prismatic spray much, and he didn't really. They're not usually disappear. Like I've only used it really a few times because it's kind of a higher level spell I just learned somewhat recently, and unfortunately, one of the side effects from what I remember is that like you could be teleported to a another plane, but I'm sure he's fine.
To what plane?
He smiles at you.
You
He's
know
like,
what plane it went to?
unfortunately, I do not. I think I'd have to do some research, but I'm guessing it's a random plane. I think.
Oh,
Um,
random. So
so
he could be in
Is it
some sort
dangerous?
of hell or
Is
something
he?
like.
probably. I mean, most planes aren't the healthiest to be in, and especially when you go and join at a random spot. So it could be. You could be going to one of the hells. You could be going to, the equivalent of Bitopia or one of the like heavenish areas. So I don't know.
and your spell's random. You have no idea where he.
Yeah, I didn't choose a destination for him or anything. I didn't say, hey, go here. I just kind of shot him with my blast and he disappeared.
So you're
So,
telling me in a tournament that's not to the death, you did a spell that could lead to death?
I mean, technically yes, but I didn't kill him. And that's so I'm by the rules. I had not broken the rules. Just saying. Even if I might be, I might be technically I might be at fault. If you know, interpret it that way.
You're like a referee we can file a
Uh,
protest with.
just because you indirectly didn't kill him didn't mean you didn't cause his death.
Well, I mean, he could survive.
You
Probably.
you at
Maybe.
least have some advice on where we can go to find out where he went.
No,
Um.
no,
See?
more than that. You're gonna help us.
I don't think that's part of. I thought it's part of my rules. I don't think I'm for sure by the rules. So I'm not necessarily bound by that. But I mean, I don't want him to die. I'm not trying to kill him. Like I said, this is a non-lethal tournament. Maybe you could talk to your referees, like the ones who, like Null and Dull. Maybe, perhaps they would have some information for you about where you could possibly be. Like I said, it's a random spell, so I don't have any control beyond hitting him with it. Um, but I can
This is
set
why
extra help.
Mickey Mouse is not a wizard.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Do you want to go? Maybe we want to talk to Nolan Bell, huh? Can you talk to them and see if they can come over here or something? We can have a discussion.
Sure, sure. Do I just like hold up that card that they give them and then they appear, or do I have to physically walk to them?
I don't know. Well, how do you normally talk to them? Like normally for
Well,
us,
usually do they just appear? We don't summon them.
I
So
think
like,
we can. All right, guys. Like, all right. What do we? Was there anything else we had to do here, or do we need to like jump back to, like our base,
No,
try to contact Nullendorf?
I think we should jump back immediately. I feel
I
like
think so too.
this is not the spirit of the tournament at all.
So let's grab all our stuff.
your manager. That's what I
Throw
would
my-
like.
Pick up my stuff.
Yes,
We
we're
we'll
gonna
pick up
we're gonna
everybody's
complain to the
stuff,
complaints department.
throw everything in the bag.
Pick
for
up my
folding.
stuff.
We all bought
You just
bags
heard a
of
distant
folding.
voice urging you to pick up the stuff from and specifically Gordon's like, yeah, guys, we should probably pick up his stuff because I kind of need it. So when I do like, my silver walk to like scry on him, when we get to where we find the plane he's at, I need to use a scry to find him, and I need that silver walk. So kind of need
So,
something
Just to
mental of
remind,
him.
just, rem- just to remind you, you have two things of mine still there. It's the iron bands of binding. It's a little ball,
Oh, yeah, 'cause you threw it,
and
yeah.
and reward, my little homunculus robot.
Yep.
Grab those. My Swiss Army guys. Anything else? Anybody else?
Gordon, you sound a little bit
Anybody
different.
throw
You
a
need help?
dagger.
You
You
know,
can pick up.
I'm a bit sick. I something like I
Like
got a
a
stomach flu.
chicken bones caught in your throat or something there, buddy.
Maybe, maybe.
This fight really took it out of you, huh?
Yeah, it was a tough fight, and I barely won. Only through cheating I won. Because those enemies were really good, and it was just we just had to win by the skin of our teeth. But what can we do?
Oh, you decided to forfeit. That's just how it is.
No.
You were just like, we're too good. I get it. Uh,
All right. Yeah, let's collect everything. Do a quick walk around, even your house to go on vacation. Like, don't forget anything. Grab it all.
And yeah,
Back.
before we do that, before we leave, I'm gonna tell Cassidia, if you want to fight to the death, that can be arranged next time.
Like well, you want like one more, like 1 versus 1?
If that's what it comes down to, we're gonna focus on finding our man that you sent away. But yeah, I'm not happy.
She waves at you. Well, good luck. I believe in you guys. Okay, so you guys gonna go back to the sigil?
I'm like looking
Sigil.
at my cantrips to see if they have something to like mess with her, but I can't think of it.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna come back, and if yeah,
Well, I mean, you are. I think you wanted to do that. I think you wanted to do a treasure at one point, the power treasure thing. But
oh yeah,
that's
that's
later.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are ready to go back to Sigil, I guess to talk to Null and Dull, or you can sorry, try summon him there. I guess it's up to you. But
I think so.
okay. Before
Yeah.
that, while you do that, what's happening? We will see what's happening with good old buddy, old pal,
risk.
Risk.
This
So Risk.
that scene. That scene.
That's right. So we switch over
Bubbles.
to.
Bubbles.
Okay, so let me get the scene set up for you. All right, put this up for you. Boom. You are here in this beautiful place. Let's see if it updated for you guys.
That's
Nope,
cool.
didn't upgrade yet. Or did? Okay, I don't know.
Is it with the 4 swords?
Yeah, this didn't show up for me on Gordon's. What the hell? Man, whatever. I'll put you on the map. Let's see. So we have. Yeah, we have Gordon. Gordon. We have Risk. Boom. So, yep, you're here. And this and you've been teleported to another plane, completely another plane. You don't know. I have no clue where you are whatsoever. There's clouds everywhere. There's elements of all sorts types. Like there's water, fire, earth, just everything you can possibly imagine element-wise is here. Though it's kind of odd though. As you arrive here, first thing I do notice that's very odd for Risk is that like your your world of elements item is now dampened. It's not like at its normal potency. So normally when you go to each of the elemental planes, it's kind of surging a little bit, like it's got like a hum, like it's constantly on. And now it feels like it's turned off. And it's like so it seems like wherever you're at doesn't seem to be driving with the little elements item. It seems to be not working temporarily, either because of being jammed or something, or it's just not working this plane. You don't really know. But yeah, you were in a plane of just roiling elements that constantly shift in and out of each other. So it's like as you're here, like you're floating like in a kind of odd kind of space, and there's no gravity pulling you in any direction. There's just stuff all around you though. Like I said, there's the clouds, there's all sorts of elements. There's some soft sunk ground. There's like occasionally you'll see like a little plateau, like but then the plateau shifts from a plateau to like a cloud of mist, and the cloud of mist shifts into like like a lava wave of like a lava burst that's kind of just like moving slowly in place. So it just stuff. The elements constantly change here, and there's no seems to no rhyme or reason to it. You just everything is constantly shifting in a way that doesn't seems to have no pattern whatsoever, and seems to be uh yeah, very odd to you. I think your sensibilities because it's not like any other plane you've been to. Yay.
Would it be like a perception check just to see if I can like try to get a guess of like where I am
You could try
or
to, but
what's going
I don't know if you. It's more of a history thing to figure out if you would know anything about like a plane that does like this acts like this. So I guess try a history check.
All right. I will use Flash of Genius. Just give that a boost to a 20.
Yes, exactly. Okay,
I
let's see
still
then.
have some of those left.
Okay, cool. That's right, because you during the fight you're like, I could have used that so many times and I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, yeah. So basically, yeah, you get a
I think it was less didn't and just
forgot
it
it.
wouldn't have mattered.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
Oh, it
So
wouldn't have mattered.
yeah, probably not. All right, so in CS 16, 16 is pretty good, but it's also
What 20?
oh
16 is what I rolled, but I put add the plus
four,
4
okay,
for
4,
Flash of
20, 20.
Genius.
So 20. That's good. 20. 20 is pretty high. And I don't know if you probably some point in your travels, you're reading about hit places and about places to go. You may have there was some kind of like line in one of the books you read that just remind you something of this place, but something about a plane where the elements constantly are constantly in flux and don't never stay in one place that long. Everything's constantly moving, and the place in the area you're in essentially is constantly transmutating to another one, another form on a regular basis. You've heard of it? Do you think you remember being called Limbo? It's a plane of it's one of the outer planes, and it's a little odd because most planes you guys are used to being is are the inner planes. The inner planes are the planes we with the elements, or like the Feywilds, or the Shadowfell, or the material plane, which is where most of the standard cities are, like what Neverwinter, Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate. All the more famous cities are usually in the material world, and the inner
Mhm.
planes, like if you guys have been to, they're the elemental planes. Those are usually the elemental planes, stuff like that. Where you're in Limbo is an outer plane. Outer planes are based on like element are like alignments. These are planes that are based on like law and order, and versus chaos and just not destruction necessarily, but like just yeah, more like chaos. So Limbo is one of the outer planes, and you don't know that much beyond that point. But basically, you might remember that like it's a chaotic neutral plane. So things chaos reigns supreme here, and that's probably all you remember at this point. There's still quite a bit.
So basically, like where like 20, 30 seconds, couple of minutes since I like come to that realization, all I do this thing is, well, shit.
Yeah, and as you think that, you start feeling a tug of your body, like as if something in your body's like kind of like your body feels like it's rebelling against you to some degree. You feel like your body is trying to shift along with the elements as well into the ether, into some form of it. So you can like you make a concentration check,
Oh
aka
yay!
see if you keep your
Constitution saver check.
this would be I guess technically be a save actually in this case because you'd be saving something, not a check really, because you're not concentrating
Good,
necessarily.
because I have a +5 to the save versus a +1.
That's good. I don't know why you do. That's good.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Uh,
Yeah,
Right.
inspiration. Inspiration.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
Inspiration,
Let's
You
see
hear
what.
across the ether.
much better.
Okay,
Inspiration.
nice.
Alright, very nice. Okay, so yeah, as you put your body around, I guess you see like your hands turn just kind of shift away. It's like your fingers trying to shift into like almost like it's trying to turn into like essentially a sort of sense of fire. You use your will essentially, and not your will at the time, but your actual will, like to force it
Yeah.
back into its correct form. And you realize the longer you stay here, the longer your body is going to be assimilated essentially into the ether, into this place, into this, and like become like the creatures, becoming like the basically the this roiling mist and the clouds you're in now. So if you stay here too long, it seems like it might end up being your fate as well. You have no idea where the
Do
stuff
I
comes
have
from, but yeah.
do I have like a kind of like figure out like a timeline, like how long I could probably stay here before I, no matter how how hard I try, I'll just fail
Uh,
and just
you don't know. The one thing you might remember from your books also is like, even though Limbo is a place of chaos, like chaos game or chaos reigns supreme here for the most part, there are people who have created pockets of protection in this place. So if you're with the will of your will or intelligence of your person is strong enough, they can shape the land itself. Like it's almost as if you're in a dream, and you can like shape the world itself to your will. So you can create areas that will be safe for you and stabilize it. Not a big area or something, especially given your
right.
lack of
I
experience. But yeah, you could theoretically, you might realize you could theoretically create a pocket of safety for yourself using a will, using your will.
I okay. So I'm gonna try to like because I've been also studying how to create like bags of holding, which are just like little pocket dimensions inside of a physical thing.
Yep.
I'm wondering if I'm trying to like draw on that to like try to create just a small little place, like maybe like a 20 by 20 space, something relatively small to maintain.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. You go for it. What you're gonna do is if you're gonna try that, you need to roll an intelligence or wisdom check. In this case, yeah, use you got
Intelligence.
yep, yeah, whichever one you think is better. But yeah, basically, yeah, you were forcing your will on top of the world and trying to force it to build out
So
till it. Oh, bad, huh?
I got a 9. And question it: if I were to use a flash of genius, would it even matter if I got a 13 instead?
uh, you won't know for sure, but you first guess it would not be good enough.
Okay, so I'll just leave it as is then.
Yeah, like
Don't need to waste resources I don't need to.
sure. Well, because let's just say you realize like your will's not strong enough currently. You're too new to this place. It's
Mm,
just too strange
yeah.
and bizarre. So you try to create a pocket. You try to force your control over the world, but you're doing experience at this point, and the world essentially rejects your strength, your mental strength, and
I, I cannot reject this reality and replace it with my own,
that's
basically.
exactly. That's not yet, but eventually you might be able to. You never know. Depends, or you might have if you get some friendship help, you might be able to do as well, but you never know. Yeah.
And the
So,
power of friendship.
all right. Do you wish to do anything while your head's at like basically you could tell basically roughly every minute it seems like you would feel that tug.
Right. I would say in that time, I'm like, at least I know, like, if I just will myself to do something, something will happen. So I'm gonna at least see if I can just will myself towards civilization, even if I don't know where that is. I'm gonna just see if just thinking about it will the universe comply with that
Sure.
desire.
Okay. Try this. Try doing a survival check.
Survival.
Yeah,
Ooh,
survival usually.
that's
Yeah, it's probably not good, but survival usually we use for like tracking or like. Oh God.
Dude,
Oh,
this is
dude.
chaos, all right.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Kelly, you don't do well with
which is
chaos.
ironic considering it's like yes, I am chaotic good, but it's like I go towards that with a logical sensibility.
Yeah.
At least it
But
wasn't a
here
one.
it's like the
I
opposite.
mean,
It does not care.
it wasn't one, and yeah, it
Wait,
wasn't that one.
if
So
it's a survival check and you roll a 1, do you just not survive? Like he's dead?
no. So
Okay,
the survival
Just
check.
kidding.
Yeah, no, that would be
I
hilarious.
just
So when
Just
it,
I
kidding.
just I just I just float there with a sense of ennui at that point.
that'd be hilarious. So when it's like you roll so die, okay, you failed, you die. No, restart the game, please. Please reload your save.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, you have zero clue. You have zero clue where anything is at all. Even when you thought you knew ahead of you, it has shifted so much that you don't recognize it anymore. So even like 15 feet in front, you're like, I don't know what the hell I am. I don't know what the hell that is even now, much less anything farther away. So your civilization is completely out of your realm of finding at this point. It's for this.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can keep trying because it's not just a one do once and you fail forever thing. But like yeah, you can keep trying at some point and
I'm
yeah,
gonna try something that's stupid, but I'm hoping like just because if you ever heard of even like space orcs and Warhammer, it's like they can just assert reality even though they're stupid. So
it's
I'm
true.
going to take my Eldritch Cannon, which uses force damage.
Mhm.
I'm going to see if I just take both guns and just point them behind me, if I could just propel myself forward.
We can. I mean, you can move forward. You don't need to check
Oh,
for that to move forward.
oh,
You can move forward. You
okay,
just say you have no idea where you're going. You're just moving in a random complete, and
okay,
you're going like you have no idea where you're going up or down or left or right, or you have no clue what directions are. You see, you can move. You can move just fine. You just have zero clue where you're going. You could be going straight to.
right,
You have no idea where you're going. You could be going anywhere.
right.
You could go to the right place too. You never know. So
I okay. I'm gonna
let's do this.
since I can't propel myself. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Just do a D4 and see what direction you're going. So I can see what direction you're going. Let's see. Okay.
War.
Okay. So P.
Yowza.
As you say, so that P. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, you know where you're going, but you're going in a direction. Cool.
And
All right.
while I would say like every like maybe 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna at least try to do like that survival check of like see if I could just will myself into where civilization would be,
Sure.
or at least like I get propelled there. If I can't like warp myself there, I can at least try to like give myself like okay, which is the direction?
Well, just remember, like every minute you basically have to do a check for the concentration check to see if your body gets shifted as well. So that's going to be our. So you might want to do more often because you might need to get to safety
Well,
soon.
basically, it's like keep myself here and then will myself forward, or actually if it seems like I'm failing at that, like trying to get myself forward or trying to find anything, I'm gonna see if I can like then uh, create a little safe space for me to just stay and get my bearings straight.
Okay. All right. So yeah. See,
If you want, I can do another con save and then another intelligence
yes,
thing.
yes, do both one of each so we can. Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, dude.
Today's not your
Should
day.
should I just roll a new character? I mean, at this
I
point,
mean, it might be faster at
if
this
it
point.
wasn't for if it wasn't for that inspiration, you haven't rolled above a 9. Bonuses,
no, I haven't.
bonuses.
With bonuses, that's the sad
Been
part.
like
Okay.
You got
8.
big bonuses. You're
Okay.
getting
Okay. So
Yeah, but it's
Guidance.
all
No.
on. But I'm also
Guy-
rolling things
guy-
that are against what I do.
cross-planar guidance. All right. All right. Okay.
I usually have a group of people with me, like give me boosts.
I know. Now you guys have to loan. You have to work by yourself. All right. So you do your contract. Let's do the before you tell you what happens. Can you do your check to the pocket check, your intelligence check?
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's better.
Okay, not bad.
And I'll use my third flash of genius, get that to a 19, just to be on the safe side.
Got it. Okay. So you feel that you feel a different finger now. This is different finger. So you feel one of your toes start like shifting out. I guess is again shifting to like a different form. This means him shifting to like air. And as you feel it's shifting, you start to resist this shift, and you seem to be like, oh shit, I can't stop this. You decided to focus instead of on your area around yourself, and you're able to create a small pocket. In this case, your intelligence is 19, so it'll be 15 feet essentially of a pocket. You seem to notice that you create like a solid shift. And what do you want to create? What do you want to create your area to be? Like, what's your pocket look like?
Uh, it's nothing complex. It's just basically a solid piece of ground that I can just be on. It's like I realize if I go too complex, it'll probably take more out of me to do. So I just want something nice and simple to just stand on. That would just basically like keep me structured, like a little piece of reality in this unreality.
Got it. Yeah. So cool. So yeah. So you create this
So
simple.
that way I don't that way I don't have to like constantly keep trying to keep my essence here.
Sure.
What this whole plot is supposed to be.
Sure. So yeah, you're able to temporarily at least create a pocket of this very simplistic ground that to sit on and to relax in temporarily. And you said your foot, your toes start reshifting back to normal. But in the meantime, it's a very awkward feeling. You're like, oh crap, it's so weird to like have part of your body just kind of like be changed to another form. And like it didn't really hurt necessarily. It just felt like you felt
Yeah,
like you lost a part of yourself. It was like it became weird. It's a very strange feeling. Like
yeah, I'm imagining the Daffy Duck thing where it's like he's just constantly getting rewritten over.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like you posted. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So that's that for now. And then as you do this, you see
I'm literally in the acid trip, Raiden.
yeah, as you just
Oh.
Acid trip was a realm. This is it.
oh yeah. And so about as you do this, and you're concentrating, and you seem to be fairly okay for now. Um, you see something kind of interesting pass by you, and not pass by you. It's kind of start floating in space around the area. You see this creature, very extremely odd looking creature in here. It's a how to describe it. It's like it looks like almost like a Mr. Potato Man head like kind of creature, like a very roundish creature. It's like has a bunch of different parts of like almost a humanoid body, but the humanoid parts are not like in the right places. So like eyes are in the wrong spaces, the hands are not in the right places. Like the body's just like it's like a puppet or a creature that's been has its body parts shifting around its body essentially its center in it seems like a random fashion. Like eyes are like on the bottom, like right behind it on its
Yeah,
back.
basically, Risk is like probably seeing this as like trying to keep a stoic face, but inside he's like screaming and vomiting at the same time. Like, what the fuck?
And then as you do that, the creature speaks to you. So the creature,
It's like physically speaking to me, or is it mentally?
it seems like it mentally speaking. You don't you see no, there's mouth on it, but mouth isn't opening. So like the creature has humanoid parts: mouth, ears, nose, eyes, all that stuff, feet, arms.
Learn from my mistakes.
This is you in 5 minutes. No, but yeah, this city is so and so you never heard this voice before, but one of you might have heard of it. No. So you hear your voice and it says, "Hello."
I
No.
How do you do?
uh I don't know.
I see this creature. This creature seems to be embracing the chaos. They're not in their own pocket of safety. They seem to be just be in limbo, flowing around just fine. Their body's shifting, but they seem to have no trouble with it. They don't care. They seem to not care about it or enjoy it. They just kind of like floating freely as if like they're just it's almost like someone lying in an ocean on their back, like just like like doing like the back thing where they're just kind of lying there, floating in there, very comfortably, and as everybody gets shifted along, and seems like having a good time. Like it seems like they're in a good mood. Like
While,
exactly.
while I'm having this, while I'm like trying to focus on this, I'm also like trying to multitask and like think of like a propeller on my little mound of earth in reality, just like so it can propel me forward, so I can like move through space without having to think about it.
Like so.
So
Uh, you new here?
I'll roll while that's happening. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check. It's like, nope, I'm failing at the propeller mind thing because this guy is freaking
Yeah. So as you said, you're distracted by this extremely strange creature that seems to live in this place in this plane, which the plane's weird as it is. This creature seems to be even odder, even than the plane itself, and especially given how comfortable they are there. Like say, like, you think this place is extremely odd as it is, and like, and this creature seems to be perfectly at peace in here. Like, so yeah, uh,
like, oh yes, I'm new here.
ah, it's lovely, isn't
Where
it?
is here? Yes, where's here?
Well, here is here in Limbo.
There we go. That's the thing.
Yes. Did you not want to come here?
No. Not that
Oh.
this place is bad, it's just I did not make the executive decision to choose to come here.
Oh no. That's unfortunate. Well,
Quite. Question. Do you know, or do you know somebody who knows, how I could not be here?
Hmm. I'm not the best at that. I'm kind of stuck here, though I love it. So I'm not complaining. But
Fair
I,
enough.
I would like to eventually see other planes. This, this place is unique, and there's much I will never see. But there's always something new and another horizon.
Just just imagining him going to like some market town like it's no big deal, and everybody screaming like it's Frankenstein meets Quasimodo meets Toy Story.
Pretty much.
Gone horribly wrong.
Like,
And
but
like the bit of Toy Story with Sid when he's making amalgamations of other toys.
oh shit,
Get
she
them out of his ear. Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Quite the point.
And then put it in the microwave just to see what happens, and then this is the result.
sure.
Oh no.
It's like, well, I can't help you get out of here, but I can point you in the right direction if that would help.
That would help me immensely. Thank you. Also, what is your name?
Oh, my name is Sako.
Sako.
I won't put it in chat. You'll see why. Yes.
Back. Oh.
I thought you were gonna make like some weird little was it anagram of potato or something.
Well, it's an anagram, not a potato. Well, you'll figure it out. Uh, let's see. So it's like,
Chaos.
yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So
Air.
if you go this direction, he points up, like, and it, I mean, he seems to be up to you, he's pointing in direction up, and he points with his ear, like it just seems odd, like he's shifted his body, his ear is pointing up. He points that way, go that way. You might be able to
So it's like,
find the Gitsurai. They
just like while
are.
he's like saying that, which is very helpful. I'm like, because like the hand is shifting from an ear to a hand or something like that. Just
Yeah.
point. Like, okay. Realizing this could be me in about 10 minutes if I'm not careful.
Yes, the Gitsurai might be able to help you. They don't really appreciate my sense of uh, disorder, so I can't really talk to them too much. You know,
And
it's
I'm
not really
thinking it's like, I
fair.
can't
People don't want to
imagine
talk to
why.
people don't seem to want to talk to me that much. They get frightened or something. I don't get it.
Can't imagine why. You're a wonderful conversationalist. Inside my head, I'm screaming like, what the hell?
Yes. I tried talking to this one fellow a while ago. He asked for my help. I gave it to him, and he just kind of rejected me afterwards. How rude.
Very rude.
Very, very rude. And like once he like says Githzerai, like I do a history check or something
Sure.
like that, see if I
It's your on gets there, right?
a terrible 11.
Okay. So you don't
Over
know too much.
10.
You don't know that much about them. The Githzerai are not exactly super well known, but basically they're one of the Gith species. They're one of the two Giths. The Gith space Githzerai and the Yankee are two different ones. Githzerai are more usually mentally oriented. They're most well known for being particularly good monks, and they they migrated to the play of Limbo a long time ago after the Wars of the Gith when they rebelled against the Illithids. When eventually the Gith were building the Gith split up to two different factions: the Gith Yankee and the Gith Serai. The Gith Yankee went to the astral plane and ended up forming a pact with Tiamat, and the Gith Serai ended up splitting off and going to Limbo to essentially force order into Limbo, because Limbo is such an area of chaos that they learn uh, to fix essentially or stabilize areas. least temporarily.
Basically they're trying to sweep sand off of a beach.
Basically, but they have a purpose, kind of like they're creating areas of stability here, but they end up using those areas and able to teleport those areas elsewhere later on, and they use it as like actual like stronghold. So basically, this gives them kind of a safe place, but where they don't have to worry about being attacked by random people, except for like the random chaos beasts and other strange creatures like Slotty that live here. And essentially gives them a place to focus their attention. It's like amongst their DBZ characters like, have to go somewhere dangerous to do their training. It's something like that there for
Right.
them. They go there. This is the area they go to train their young, train their people to become strong and learn the ways
Right.
of order.
So I uh I asked Sacco, it's like, would you be able to just guide me there along the way? I appreciate the direction, but I'm still kind of New Year's. I don't know how to get there quickly. Would you be able to help me at least most of the way?
I can. But then
But will you?
I will. If you really wish, I can help you. But you have to do something for me as well. Is that fair?
That's a fair transaction. What
Okay.
would you like me to do?
I don't actually know yet. I don't know you very well. You don't really. I don't know
That's
what you can have to
fair.
even offer me. To be fair, I'm kind of a strong creature, let's say. So, but perhaps when you get out of when you leave this place, you may be able to take a part of me with you and see beyond the plane, so that I can experience it as well. Would that be acceptable to you?
I I will be okay with an IOU.
All right. Let's go. Okay. So as you go, okay, we'll flip back to the other team. So as you go, you see, like I said, they'll guide you along the way. Okay, well that's good. I guess it's good for you because, but yeah, those guys are guiding you toward like, you'll be to see like you feel like a sense of like direction essentially. You'll feel like you're going somewhere, even though you're going to creature it's like chaotic, very chaotic, and they seem to not, they seem to be going in what seem like random spots. You don't really understand how their direction is being chosen. Like you feel like a pull of sort of like towards something like you're thinking to like something is there at least. So whether it's good or bad or not, I don't
We're
really know. But at least just taking
basically
something.
taking my plot of land, just magic carping our way upward, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, you can take it with you. Yeah, it's just like yeah, just basically like pulling it along like an anchor. All right, so you guys begin.
Because this is like my safe spot that's keeping me anchored to some form of reality, so I
Yeah,
don't disappear.
yep, exactly. You can keep it for
It's literally my safety blanket.
exactly. Okay, so back to you guys. So what are you up to now? You're back. Did you go back to Sigil, or what are you doing? Are you trying to bring Sarah? Are you bringing
Um,
Miltel to you, or what did you want to do?
wherever our like main house base, whatever is, but from there, I think what do we want to do, guys? Contact Null and Dull.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. I mean, use our will of elements to get back to the main place and then
Yeah.
get null dull.
I always forget there was that first place we came in that was all like bookshelves. But from there,
Yep.
we went to the place that's sort of circular, and that's where we have a home with a right.
Yeah, the first place was
Yes.
Feywild.
The first place in the Feywild was the city you went to is called it was called the Delight of Dawn. That's in the Feywild,
Okay.
and then from there you went to Sigil, which is the City of Doors, which is your home base where Null and Doll are, and where you essentially have your ice cream shop and all that stuff.
Okay. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do, guys. Track down Null and Dull.
Yes.
Oh, we had a way to
Yes.
do it. Like, yeah, we had a business card or
You do,
something.
but you guys decided to go back there. I guess so. It's fine. Either way, it's fine.
I thought we should go back home because that's where our stuff is. But anyway,
Sure.
It's a valid point. Yeah, you want to check in on your stuff. I get it.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume you
ice
guys
cream. I just want to binge eat. I'm like,
took
really,
stress eat, man. So, all right. I'm gonna assume you took your stuff and also uh, uh, risk stuff. So, all right, you head back to Sigil. Uh, with it back. let's see. Two. So you guys are back in Sigil. I have to pronounce Sigil now because that's the way apparently they properly pronounce it, which is bizarre to me. But
Thank you, Brendan Lee Mulligan.
yeah, Brennan. Apparently that's the way it was initially meant to be. Just that sigil is a different word, so that's why they wanted to pronounce it differently because they don't want to confuse with sigil, an actual item of sigil. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But whatever.
Sigil.
A sigil's like a kind of like a sign or something like that. It's like a
No. So
Similar to
sigil.
a rune, like a
it's a
emblem or
says it's a sign or symbol.
character in a language almost.
Yeah. It says sign, a symbol, or a seal, or an inscribed or paint symbol because they're a magic power. But yeah, you are in Sigil. So you get back to Sigil, and you go back to talk to Nildal. You said right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they have a base here, or do we have to like summon them?
No, they've always been at your base as far as you've seen.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so yeah. Are they just here? Did we find them? What do we do?
So you open the door, I
Yep.
guess, and then you open the door to your base, and they're hanging around the counter as usual. Seem like they're always waiting for
Okay.
you.
Wait. I know this is like their thing, but it's like they've always just been there in the house.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
As far as you've seen,
I didn't know that.
As far as you've seen, they've always been there, always been behind the counters in your base. You've never seen them. I mean, well, you've seen them always when they've visited you in the Feywild and stuff. But otherwise, in Senegal, at least you've always seen them there. You've never seen them anywhere else. You don't know if like they
I just
sleep
thought they
or
were
what.
popping in and popping out. This
Nope.
is new. I didn't realize
Yeah.
they were always.
Oh yeah, they're always there. When you guys are there, they're
Okay.
always there. At least you don't know beyond that point, but you're there.
Probably all sad. It's like they never talked to us.
Yeah.
And
How boring.
So let's
Is that- all the stress.
What's there? What a weapon, Jimmy?
I said that would explain Nolandel's stress eating. It's
Yeah.
just they're
Yeah.
worried about us.
Yeah. When they're not on the kind of counters, they're the constant ice cream room, just chomping down ice cream.
It's like underneath the saucer machine. Like, I
At
guess
least
we'll.
at least
go
you
ahead.
know if Haley ever shows up, there's someone there to answer the door.
Yes.
It's true.
We'll explain to them what happened. We got teleported away. We got another plane. And for any advice on helping us find him, track him down, get to where he's at.
Find a new member. Here's a list of ideas.
That's possible placements. The guy down the street. There's a child over there. Let's see. All right.
Avengers rules. If you can do anything, they're in.
Exactly. Like this kid can use it really well. Good enough. Again.
I see you can play tetherball really well. How about you fight Ultron?
All right, so yeah, you talk to Noel. Noel said, talks to you like, "Hey there, how you guys doing?" And you say Noel, of course, is how you saw him last time. He still has got that painted mustache on him. He now has
Looking good.
he seems to be more jolly than normal, like more round. He's got like a hat on, like a cowboy hat. So
There
like,
you go. Digging the style
his
there.
voice is deepened a little bit too. Like
He's Burt Reynolds now. He's just Burt Reynolds.
So
I was thinking like Sam Elliott, especially with like the commercial where he can like move his mustache around.
yeah. So how y'all doing?
Got an issue here.
I see you
One
missing
of,
one of your peeps.
Yeah, someone cast a spell that they were unaware of the consequences, and now he's disappeared into some realm that we don't know. So we figured we'd come back and see if you could help us find him and bring him back, of course.
We really need two things. We need to figure out where he is, to figure out how to get him back. Can you help us with? I figure since you guys brought us here, we know you can transport across planes. Maybe you can just snap your fingers and bring him here for all we know.
Okay. Well, that's a bit of a pickle, isn't it? They're not in this plane even. Well, that makes things quite difficult.
Gordon's probably like, no, this is a bit of a pickle.
Exactly. Like, that's a bit more than a pickle, I can say. But yeah. That makes things quite difficult. Like if you're on the same plane, you can just around him, but in any plane you say that's
Yeah, we don't
that's a
know
bit
where he
rough.
is.
I have no idea.
Do you got any parts from him? Like you got anything left from good old wrists you could use to like remember him?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's stuff we collected from the arena. We got that. Plus, we're in our home, so I'm sure he's got stuff. His tools as well.
Good. We'll make a memorial for him.
Good.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, yeah. I can help build him. I can build a grave for him. You know, just guess you can do.
Hey,
If you
Risk,
don't,
is the homunculus like just like a blob now, or is it like sentient, just kind of sitting there, like doesn't know what to do?
It basically waits for me to give it a command. Otherwise, it's active and in standby mode basically.
So it's basically just sitting there in the corner, all like.
Yeah, and I forget what I had him like be. I think it was like a manta ray or something like that.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So we've been dragging this thing around.
Sure.
I mean, it's not terribly big. It's like maybe about like that big. So it's like basically looks like a kid's toy, but it's big for me.
All right. All right. So yeah, like I said, it's a bit hard. You can't really scry on someone from another realm. It's not in the way you might think, but we can do this. You can do something different. I think you can do something like this. Let me see. I think this works. Can't you use sending? I believe on people for their plane.
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't do it today
Neither can I.
until I'm able to recharge my
Okay, that's fine.
spells.
Okay, so they'll tell you that. So to know, but like, they'll. I think we need to do sending for them. You know, right with you? I don't think we're bending the rules or anything to help them this way, right? No.
That
All
would be great.
right, Dole nods.
Ideally, if he knows where he is himself and he can tell us where he is, that would be helpful. Otherwise, get as much information.
Yeah.
All right, so he casts, or they cast in this case. Null casts sending. So you send a message of 25 words or less to a creature familiar. Creature hears us in mind. We're gonna sender can answer in like manner. So what they do actually is that they cast sending. They cast sending in a way that where they let you guys essentially uh do the talking. So you get 25 words.
Okay.
And you have 5% chance of failing.
So
Hmm.
And I'm gonna roll right now, see if it fails.
Doing some mental counting, right?
Yeah, you don't tell them if they fail though.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So what are your 25 words you're gonna use to talk to him?
oh, hello, Risk. Where
Oh,
are
don't
you?
wait. Words are limited.
Yeah, that's 5 words. Okay, I think that's
Hello, Risk. How are you? That's 5 words so far. You got
Yeah.
20
20
more
more.
if you want. If you want, you don't have to.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where
Words
art
are
thou?
Yeah,
limited.
where?
Describe where you are.
Yeah. Hello, Risk. Where are you? Or how are you? Where are you? That's 8. You just gonna leave it at that?
Oh, love you guys.
Describe to us where you are.
Send us
If you
your
can.
location
If you can, yeah.
if
Are
you
you dead?
can.
Okay.
I'm
This is.
keeping your stuff. No.
I called dibs.
Do you need ice cream? I'm just
You don't come back.
kidding.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's your message. So, so yeah, as the message goes out, you, good old buddy of Albrisk, you hear these words coming to you. You hear the exact messages they had sent to you, and it's that kind of weird, like disjointed, disconnected way. And different people too. So you have different voices during the time they talk to you. You're friends though. You recognize them.
Immediate response like, "Oh my god, I've gone mad." Then pause, just like, "Oh wait, wait. I'm okay. I'm in Limbo. No idea specifically where. Uh, met Freaky Potato Man." That's it.
There you go.
All righty. That's actually very helpful.
Okay.
I wonder if he's gonna try loading the potato man in a potato gun.
Hey, maybe. Maybe you help you.
Had you not thought of that? Had you
Oh
not thought
yeah.
of that?
Oh
I,
yeah.
I've been a little preoccupied, if you haven't noticed.
Oh.
Come on, man. Always
And
time
he
for
is
this.
giving me a piece of him at the end of this, so
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god. I didn't even think about this. All right, cool.
Chaos burst.
Yep. All right. So yeah, yeah. So you send your message back to him. How do you guys respond? Actually, that's it for the sending message.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to send another one.
All right. So then they'll ask you. So should you all want to send another message, or is that enough? I can probably send a couple more today.
I
Well,
guess. Well, now we have to figure out how to get to him. Once we get to tomorrow, we can send our own sendings, guys. So, want to just send him a message saying like, "Hang in there, we're coming for you."
before we
Let you
do that,
know. Or
bef-
what?
before we do that, I want to ask Nolan Dole. So, is there a way we could get to Limbo?
Well, yeah, of
And
course.
back
Well,
safely.
back is a little harder. Like getting there is going to be rough as it is. Not too difficult really, but on the way back would be a lot harder. Like the
This
what?
isn't there and back again. This is just there, and
Yeah,
then good luck.
like there's a few ways you can probably get there. Like one, like there's what we call gate towns in here in Sigil. Like in order to get to the outer planes, we got these things called gate towns. There's one for every single one of the 16 outer planes. And like you go to the town, go to the portal that's there, and that will you able to talk to someone there and pay for passage to get there. That's the simplest way, but that will take you anywhere. It's in Limbo, not really a very specific place that might be useful for you. Otherwise, we can probably Doll and I could cast a plane shift. It's like a teleport spell across planes. That'll take us and you there. So that's one possibility as well, but that's a little more hard on us, I might say. And that could take you more specifically closer to where they're at, because as long as you give us a mental image of him, like if you guys give us your essentially your like your best memories of him, you could tell us that, and especially if any handy Heims as well as handy, that could help pinpoint his presence in that realm, in the plan, I should say, and that will give us a more direct route. But that's also, like I said, harder on, and that might be more costly, let's say. So that's another possibility as well. Uh, hmm.
I think we have ways of possibly locating and tracking him. We just have no way to get there or get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the way back would be roughly on the way that there's ways to get there. On the way back, we can help you there, and either could the Gate town itself. The Gate could help you in if you get back to where the where the portal is. But Limbo, good luck with that. Like the place changes so much in general that you aren't likely to find the portal back. So you have to have the spell yourself, plane shift, which is a pretty high level spell. I don't think you guys are at that level
So,
yet.
It's
Or
like a 7th level spell.
yeah, seven level spell. Or you could try to enlist the help of a powerful creature that could teleport you out of here, there. So that'd be pretty hard. You might need to bargain or something, because it's a high level spell, and most creatures like that aren't gonna give it that a price. So that's my best guess for you. So otherwise, it's quite difficult to get out of Limbo. It's probably one of the toughest places in the play and planes to get out of. So I kind of feel for your friend. He's in a rough spot. Like,
well,
but
he's also one of the champions that you brought over. Don't you guys have a vested interest in getting him back so he can
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we
whole
do.
Can't you
separate
help us
kind of do?
more than what you're just telling
We're not
us?
even asking you to like fight it. You just like get us to Limbo and then hang back, find him. You bring us all back home. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's kind of a big ask, and we're also trying to not make sure we don't interfere with the rules too much. You guys probably don't know too much about these kind of rules, but
Rules of
like,
what? The rules of kidnapping? You brought us here against our will from our own plane.
no. Wait a sec. Hold on here, buddy. I'd not take you against your will. We asked specifically for your consent. Consent, as always, consent.
Yeah, after we were here. You asked us
After,
after we were
no,
here.
no, no. You were in the Feywild first. I asked you when you were in the Feywild. and you said
Right.
you
You asked
agreed to
us
there.
from the.
Yeah, so
How did we get to the Feywild?
that wasn't us. That was what's called.
Was it you?
No, no. If you guys
Oh,
remember, it
exhibition.
was what's called. Who did it to you? The what's his name? Raven. What's the guy's name? The
I don't know.
uh
This is so long ago.
the vampire
Ken
guy.
doesn't remember. So.
Vampire guy. What's the vampire guy?
Strahd.
Straw. Yeah, Straw did it too, basically.
Oh no, Estrada did.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, because they were in Ravenloft. You're saying Strahd amped them out to the Feywild, just kicked them out of Ravenloft to there. You can do that.
Yeah,
I kept
basically,
everybody in
basically
in
Straw's
those.
basically Straw kicked you guys, or he basically found a way to teleport you guys out of Ravenloft because thought basically found you guys became a problem, like more and more problem. So this was our way to make the campaign. Was like, okay, he said he basically was getting worried about you guys too much, and so he found a way to basically teleport you guys out of Ravenloft, specifically you guys, and then the other two guys were a little different, like Gordon. Risk, you were chasing a rabbit, and then you literally fell into the Fey crossing, which teleported you to the Feywild. And I forgot what happened to someone else was different too. Renan and Gordon were different too because they weren't in the they weren't in the they weren't with you guys in that campaign.
Hmm.
But yeah, basically
Okay.
you guys came in through
Well,
different means. So yeah,
I didn't realize that's what it was. So I'm
yeah.
going
So
to retcon what I said so that I'm not being like belligerent to Ellen Doe.
yeah,
Be
I have
more
a
like,
question.
well,
sure. What's up, Jimmy?
you're champions. Can't you help us? Go ahead, Jimmy.
So the question is, so you know that Risk is in Limbo, and you know that you have the plane shift ability, correct? Now,
Yeah.
can you pull Risk out of the Limbo area so we don't have to go in there? You and Nolan Dull can do that? Could you just like grab him out there,
We'd have
or
to.
no? You don't have the power.
That would be a little different. Like we could do that because it's just a spell, but it's a very high level spell, and like we can only cast it essentially once a day, so you have to wait a whole another day to do that. So
Okay.
it's possible theoretically, but that's also using up 2 days of worth of our seventh level spells, and we do have other business to
Basically,
do, like you guys.
basically, if they wanted to do what you're asking, Jimmy, they have to use a spell called Wish, which basically lets you do just about anything you want. Uh, well, technically, it lets you duplicate a spell normally, but if you try to go beyond it, it'll have other consequences, but it'll still let you do it. It's just
Gotcha.
a
Yeah,
And
certain
so if there are no
degree of
other
efficacy.
if there are no other ideas on the table, how about if I propose this to you, Nolan Dull? I will give you 80 platinum. That's 40 each, Nolan Dull, for you to cast this wish spell to bring Risk back. What do you say?
uh, well, we don't have wish. Where it kind of wishes are beyond our capabilities, so plane shift is about the
That's like
highest
a
we can go.
ninth level spell.
Yeah, it's basically
Okay.
level 17, and also like no offense, but 80 plat isn't not much for that first spell like that caliber. It'd be costing tens of thousands of gold to be honest.
Okay.
So it's a
No,
very
no,
expensive.
I
But yeah,
don't
I
mean
get
to be rude or anything, but there's two of you.
yes.
Can only one of you cast plane shift? Or can you both? So one of you could get us there, one of you could get us back, or is there some sort of duality with you where you're really only like a little confused here?
It's our situation is a little confusing in general. Dull and I are kind
Okay.
of, let's say, two halves of a whole,
Okay.
and
I don't need to go into it. And again, I don't want to
so.
on
so.
that.
But yeah,
I
if the die need is dire enough, and you really are worried about your friend Risk dying out there, like I don't know, he seems pretty gutsy sort. But if you're really worried, we can cast the plane shift to get you there. But after that, you saw you kind of on your own to get back to like that'll be up to you.
We may
Well,
take you up on that, but we need to find a way back. So I guess do you
yeah.
have suggestions on where we can go to find a way to get back if you can't do it?
All right. Well, if you really need to, there's some places you might be able to talk to. So some of the people you might meet there that could theoretically get you back. There's the Gitzerai. They're like there are people they're very intelligent people. They have the ability to teleport out of limbo. It's one of their strong abilities, but that requires one of their higher people, like one of their very higher up people, to be and to get them to be able to do that for you, one of you all, especially when they don't know you, is gonna be, let's just say, a big ask. It's gonna be they require a lot of work on your end to earn that favor from them. Other than that, there's a Slotty. Slotty are Limbo natives. They are like frog-like people. Like they are basically chaos incarnate essentially, and shift their forms by default and infect creatures they bite when turn them into other Slotty. They're pretty bad people, creatures in general, even amongst the chaos. They're not necessarily evil, but like they have no regard for life. So they might be also pretty tough to talk to. Beyond those two, the whippers we know about at least is like there's a fellow there that's by the name of Sako, and he's like or say they're like an archfey, you might want to say. Very bizarre creature. Lives in that limbo, likes it there, stays there, and they can't get out of limbo themselves, but they might be able to teleport others out. The binding to that plane is a bit unusual. We don't know too much about it. We aren't, spies. We're not
Hmm.
we're not super knowledgeable on all things in all universes, all planes, but we've heard about this creature, you might say. So that's another possibility. Other than that, I mean, limbo is not really our thing. Like we're knowledgeable about the inner planes, the elemental areas. The outer planes are kind of not our not really our forte, I'd say.
Gotcha. I see.
Okay.
What does this Mate look like if we see him? I know he's a shapeshifter, but what
Who,
does he look like?
who's who like?
Yes.
Wait, sorry, who?
Sako, who's it?
Oh, Sako.
Asking what Sako looks
Yeah,
like?
Sako is like this kind of, I don't know how to describe him. He's like it's like if one of your puppets had like can move the parts around. They will, and it's like a shifting creature, kind of like that just moves its hands, colors, body around. It's got no real form that sticks to. It's got basically got a center
Hmm.
core
Right.
that just kind of like
And remember, I did say I met a potato man, so
Yes, right.
so.
I think.
It,
I
it's
figured.
it's really hard to describe a creature like this that shifts all the time, doesn't have a true form. But
Gotcha.
they're odd one to say, even amongst the chaos that is the limbo. So when you go there, you guys see me, you are gonna be very careful. It's one of the more dangerous planes in existence. It's chaos supreme. So if you go there,
I
you
get it.
you need to like make sure you get out as fast as possible to get to a safe place, because while you're
See,
there, your form may not stay together too long.
I got you. And is this because of the Archfey or just the place in general?
It's the place in
Like this.
general. This is how Limbo
Gotcha.
is. The Archfey kind of
Got,
like just kind of loves it, kind of relishes it, kind of like a pig wall in the mud. It just
gotcha.
hangs out there and seems to enjoy the place, which is fair. A lot of
Wait,
creatures out there enjoy it.
so you said our form might not stay as it is when we're in limbo?
Yeah, like not initially, but while you're there, the place tugs at you. It tries to change you. Like it's a place of entropy, change. Nothing stays the same there, and even when you leave, you're never gonna leave the same
Is
you were before
there
you left.
is there a way to guard against that?
Kinda. If your will is strong enough, you can kind of you can kind of force an area to protect yourself, like it's like a pocket of protection. Essentially, but you think about like a dream. When you're lying there and you're thinking about what's happening. You remember you're in a dream. You can kind of control it to some degree. You can create like land. You can do things you couldn't normally do. You can fly. You know, it's like that, except how much harder to deal with because you're not in your dream here. You're in someone else's dream. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very
Can't,
All right.
fascinating place, but don't
can't get,
recommend living
there's,
there. Great place to visit. Don't want to live there.
there's no item you could give to us that will help us in our will against the dream.
No, and just so you know, your will ain't gonna do shit there. Like, it's meant for the inner planes in the other elemental places, like the elemental chaos. It ain't gonna be doing anything for you. You can't even teleport back using it from out in the outer planes, like like Limbo or Hells or any of those other places. So yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
deal with it yourself. But luckily, surviving itself, it doesn't. There's nothing. You don't instantly die if you go there or anything. There's no like, you don't have to like be immune to fire, like you're in the fire plane or something like that, or be immune to ice. You just have to. But like I said, survival rate is pretty low there, and as soon as you get there, you'll start seeing the changes. Like in a few minutes or so, you'll start feeling the place try to change you. So you need to enact your will against it or get out as soon as possible.
So, Brandon, when you asked that question, is there anything that can help our will? I thought you were asking like our intellect, our wisdom, our willpower,
Yeah.
not the will of
Like-
the
Yeah,
elements. That's what I thought you were
Yeah.
asking.
yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
asking.
Like-
Okay.
Like,
Is
is
there
there
like a
anything that
green
can
lantern?
help our?
I was
Yeah,
thinking
is there like a
that can
Green
help us?
Lantern ring
how
or
good is
something like
my
that
will?
that can help
Yeah.
focus?
Yeah, it's like
Is there anything
yes.
like a headband of intellect, like risk hand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, like I
Did I
said,
ever tell anybody that I have that though? I don't remember if I did.
I see you wearing it. It's on your head all the time.
I mean, you are wearing it,
No,
but
it's
yeah.
under the hat.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm Frosty the Snowman. Flowers for Algernon myself, basically.
Maybe I don't know that, but I've
Okay.
looked at your character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's like you can use your will essentially. If you're smart enough, if you're wise enough, you can use that to your advantage there to create those pockets of safety.
I got you.
So
Doesn't guarantee you though.
It looks like we're gonna have to put this tournament on hold, Null and Dull, until we find our friend Risk.
yeah,
You
looks
know,
like it.
that-
But I mean, I trust you guys take care of it. We have other business to take care of as well. So we'll help you there, like I said. But yeah, it's up to you beyond that point. Like we can only do so much to help you. Like
Of course.
we are
You
referees.
feel the love.
Well, I say we're sponsored you, right? But we don't also we also referees. We can't just be like we have other places to deal with. Let's say. So
Speaking of that, isn't this tournament supposed to be non-lethal? And what Cascadia cast on Risk could potentially lead to his death? Is there no consequences for that?
well, it's a little different, isn't it? It's a bit of gray area, I guess. Maybe have to be taken to the court essentially. If you want to sue her, you can, I guess, and we can maybe do this
Hire a lawyer.
in the court of law. But it'd be a little difficult because yeah, it's a little gray area. Well, figuring out what constitutes killing. If you send someone, if you get someone, like if you send someone, teleport someone, if you banish someone and they die in that plane, does that mean you kill them? It's one of those things. Don't know.
Yes.
So
It wouldn't have been there if your actions hadn't taken care of it. I'm not here, obviously, but I'm just saying.
I guess it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't know what to say. It's because we always allowed soul banishment, like I said, and other stuff like that. So if you get sent to their plane, you happen to die on their plane that time frame. I don't know if we necessarily want to blame the person casting it, but I don't know. It's a great area. Like I said, we'll have to figure it out. Like I said, if you wish to put in a ticket, you can do so, and we can set up a court. Set up like a court of like instead of like a little like a jury. For you said Cascady, is it? Yeah,
Sure.
she's a bit of a.
D&D
Are we going to
D&D
basically
lawyer
turn
edition.
into... No, I was going to say we're a D&D Ace Attorneys.
Yeah.
Objection.
Objection.
Typed in chat, like instead of a shopping episode, we have a procedural episode.
Yeah.
Boom.
We need to probably like
Subsection. According to the
Roll for-
rules. Yeah.
Paragraph G.
Roll for objection.
You didn't object hard enough,
Roll
man.
for-
Judge over.
roll for pointing.
All right. Well, team, here's what I suggest. Go to the library that I have access to, and we study everything we can about Limbo today. Then we rest, get our spells and everything back, and Ellendell, you could plane shift us there in the morning. Does that sound good?
It does to me.
You want to wait a day? I mean, I can do that. I guess it's up to
Well,
you.
we're really, really low on spells. If we go there and this place is dangerous, we're just going to get killed as soon as we get there. I'd like to be fully prepared before we go there.
All right.
Unless you're saying like
And
our guy doesn't
upon
have
arrival,
armor.
all you see is just a weird amalgamation of risk with a
I was gonna say
hat.
before we agree to that plan, let's do one more sending to Risk and see if he's okay with that plan too.
Well,
Sure.
that's the other thing. I wanted to have you guys send and tell him what our idea is,
All right.
if he'll be okay. And once tomorrow gets there, we can send ourselves, so we can be in
Communication.
I
Yeah.
also need to buy a focus for my sending. Or no, that's scrying. Never mind.
You have one anyway.
Yeah.
You have one for sending or for scrying. like what's called
Okay.
boy. So yeah, Gordon bought it. It's like, yeah, guys, I already bought it. I got a silver walk. I used to scry on him when we get there to find him.
Well,
Oh,
does
wow.
that work for me or no?
No, it's his. He can have gas though.
I'll get my own then.
Okay, sure. You can get your own some points. 1,000 GP though, so it's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. What else? Yeah. It's like, okay, so you want to ask him send again to press, see if it's okay.
And
Yeah.
tell him the
Yeah.
plan.
Okay.
Hey, we want to recharge our stuff, do some research today, and then first thing in the morning we're gonna come get you. Are you gonna be okay till then?
Okay. All right.
And is there any other info you can give us that'll help? Oh, wait, let's see. How can we do this in 25 words? They told us
Um,
about this guy named Sacco. If you find him, like apparently he can help. And then on that we'll
Yes.
As soon as you like probably do that and you say,
We're gonna do some
Sacco,
research.
no.
my response would basically just be me mentally screaming. It's like, get me out. Like basically the lady from Happy Gilmore, just get me out of here.
Find Sacco. He helped.
Yes.
Okay, so your message is, can you do message? What's your message again?
Well, we're still workshopping it, but find Sacco. He helped.
Doing
Hear me?
research. See you tomorrow.
Oh,
See,
we are in prep heading in tomorrow morning. Will you be okay? That was like,
I think you cut out a little bit, so I didn't hear the full thing.
oh, did I?
yeah, at the very end.
Got the gist though.
Yeah, I got the gist here.
All right, so guess what's your response risk?
Like met Sacco, he's Potato Man. Uh, will try to hold on. Place is hard to keep stable.
Okay, bye.
Uh,
Are you pooping?
hurry up.
Hurry up. Okay.
It's funny.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to go with me, but I'm going to use the will to go to the library place. And
Yeah, I'll go with you.
okay, we'll do some research on Limbo, any possible ways to get back, any things we can do to make sure that our journey there is safe, what to watch out for, how to prep.
Yeah, and on the way to the library or on the way back, I'll pick up my focus.
How many hours are you guys gonna spend in the library?
Well, okay, so we went to the arena battle, what, first thing in the morning? So it's probably only like 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So not like we can take a
I said like
full
four-
rest, like
4
6
hours
hours
or so.
after taking a full rest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how much time you're gonna spend.
4 hours of
Or yourself.
research plus 8 hours of rest.
Rest,
That's
yeah.
12 hours at least.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, is this bad? I guess I
Well,
don't know.
I mean,
I mean, it's up to you. This is your prep work. I'm the one
Yeah.
who has to like do my own thing.
Yeah, basically, he has survived there 12 hours, so it's up to you guys how much time you want to get.
If we go in without any info, we could all be lost, not just you. So that's why I'm
True.
trying to figure out
Yeah,
I know, it's
it's
like
a risk either
the
way.
best way to do this.
It's a hard choice.
Yeah.
it's like
Instead of being
Any
like
risk
easy,
either way.
obvious choice, like oh, just sleep all the time. This is now a choice that made changes things.
time is a factor.
Yeah, urgency for once and everything. Yeah. So
Well, I'm just asking, what does everybody think?
I think that's a solid plan. Go to the library, learn,
Like,
and then
none of the spells I
go.
have right now are going to be useful at all once we get there. They're all set up for a water battle. That's it.
I
So,
understand.
unless I've used half my. Got
Well, yeah, when you rest, you can recoup your
a
spell.
really weak dagger wielding.
I only have 23 hit points, so just want
That's
to
the
throw
other thing. We're all really down on hit,
sure.
that.
down to like 36. I'm like,
I'm a little over half, and I only used one spell, and I do have create food and water, so at least as far as food goes, I'll be fine. It's just can I maintain my physical form long enough
Got like a
as well
health
as my
potion or
safety?
anything on you? Yes.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, like
Maybe there's
2.
something in the research that we could acquire items to
That's
help
kind
us.
of what I'm looking for.
Plus, I
Yeah.
can just do a short rest. I mean, at this point, would I have at least done a short rest?
Well, you can't because short resting requires you to. I think short resting requires like no like very light activity or something, and you're basically concentrating to
Well,
keep yourself like keep the pocket stable. Like it takes effort to keep it stable because it doesn't once you do it once you
like I can't just like will into existence and it's just permanently there. Like I have to
you can, but
focus
that
on
that,
that.
that requires like a lot more work to get to that point. Like basically right now, you have a temporary
Okay.
shelter. It's not like a permanent thing. Like
Okay.
permanent ones require a lot more.
So it's
Uh,
like as long as I keep a focus on it, my physical form will stay the same, but I can't rest while I'm focusing on
yeah,
this
you
little
can't really
pocket.
rest, and you can't use
Gotcha.
concentration spells essentially. Otherwise, it would break.
Okay. Well, regular. I only have like a regular potion of healing. That ain't gonna do that much for me, so I'm just gonna hold off on that.
Okay.
So before we leave to go to the library, I ask Nolan Dole one more question. So, and I tell them our plan of us going to the library because obviously they can't really interfere or help with us getting back. So, what's the chances of risk surviving for 12 more hours in limbo?
Uh, well, Limbo is what I said, one of the most dangerous planes in existence. You got no idea where he's in that plane. Uh, and I'd say if he was on his own, he'd be dead like pretty quick. But he said, I think it's. Did you tell him? Did you tell him that you met Sako?
Yeah, you met Sako.
Yeah. I said
Said he
Met
met Sako.
Yeah,
Sacco,
but
Peas Potato Man.
yeah. So they heard that case. So they've heard that. They're like, okay, well, on his own, he probably wouldn't last long. I'd say last maybe if in 15 minutes, 30 minutes by himself, but if he's lucky. But with Sako's help, if they get along just fine and everything works out, maybe he could survive, for a day. I don't really know. You know, you don't really want to rely on the whims of a chaos creature like that. So it's hard to really know. They're getting along still well, or Sako's killed them or something, or they've both changed one of the separate ways. I got no clue really
That's
if things are gonna
that's
go.
right. I didn't say that I made temporary slight agreement or whatever with him to like say I'll bring a part of you back with me if you help me.
Yeah, so all they know is that you met him. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
All
Pretty
right.
sure Nolan will be like, wait, what? No, no, no.
you don't know.
No. Follow-up question. If we were to go there now, knowing that almost all of our like spell power and abilities are used up for the day, many of us are injured and bleeding. We better off going now or getting full night's rest and hoping our buddy can hold out? What would you suggest?
I guess it depends on like how quickly you think you find them. If you could find them really quick, like get there and use your scrying, whatever to find them, get and
Well, that's
teleport to
the
them, then
none
you
of
could.
us have crying or sending right now. We need a rest to do.
Well, does
I
his
think
Gordon have it on his
No, he just leveled up.
no, but does
I
he have?
think we were all in the same boat. None of us took that stuff because we were going to a water
Yeah,
battle.
So he has to.
yeah,
Like they have to rest if they want to prepare new
Yeah.
spells.
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And we got great stuff tomorrow. Today we got
Feeling really valuable to this team, Nolan Dole.
Who is you?
We're not expendable at all.
I mean, did a lot for you already. I'm pretty sure kind of saved you from a lot already. And kind of already got legendary items, aka the little Amazons. I'm pretty sure you guys have been spoiled more than anything else. So I wouldn't be trying to act like you ain't got nothing here from us. You got more than most people have ever gotten. So yeah, like yeah, again, you literally have legendary items as with the little elements. Like they haven't hurt you at all. They literally built you a base that you can use for your base and told you things. Like yeah, definitely you've been way on the good end for like stuff you got
Oh,
from
I
yeah.
feel
them.
like that's just like the standard, you know, you know, starter kit for how these things work. If you're bringing in, you know,
I
people
mean,
you're
you don't know.
sponsoring.
You don't clue. You've never. You don't know. No idea what anyone else has done what that. What. So,
True, but I feel like if you're sponsoring someone, you want them to succeed. You give them a place to hunker down for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
At
gonna
the very
contest what
least.
they say, but in my head, it's definitely
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm not
But they're acting
feeling the love there.
internally we're all like,
All right.
and I still think we need something.
Yeah, I unfortunately
Yeah.
I think you're right, Chris. We need to prepare before we go.
All right.
I agree.
To the library.
Meanwhile,
Coming, Jimmy? Are you
Yes.
Are you coming to the library? Are you gonna prep stuff, or are you gonna go sell some ice cream around town? What are you gonna do?
I'm just going to the library,
Okay.
because I like reading and stuff.
Oh, he does have. He has scrying thing. He does have scrying already on his thing, on
Prepared?
Gordon. Yeah, he has prepared. And he has a six, and he
What
has
does he
fifth,
have
fifth,
prepared?
and he has a fifth level slot.
Well,
But
he
yes.
leveled up but didn't rest. So like I got an extra fifth level spot
Oh,
added on
that's probably why he probably
because
changed
can't
it. Yeah,
use it yet.
he probably changed it when he
I
was.
bet. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my guess. That's
that's
my
probably
guess.
why. Okay, whatever. Well, I'm gonna assume he doesn't have it then for now, and then you'll get tomorrow. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, that's +6 in investigation, so I must be a really good
That's pretty
reader.
good.
Your character's pretty smart. Like,
oh, I just realized, yeah, I can't use the create food and water until I rest
Oh
because
no.
I got that for the level up,
You got
along
rations,
with
don't you?
a tiny servant.
yeah, probably have
Well,
rations, but yeah.
Got a bag of
there's
holding with
always.
Yeah, I
rations.
got rations like that, but
Worst
a
comes
couple
to
of
worst,
potions.
Sokko's right there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yep,
eat the
yep.
potato man. That's a terrible idea.
You don't like French fries at him?
Well, hopefully he doesn't eat you.
Well, it's not the fact that I don't think Sacco would be,
Tasty.
not willing with the idea. It's the fact that it's like, would I just turn instantly into a potato man if I ate Sacco? Where I basically eventually become him. That is a terrible idea.
Kind of potato.
Hey, nice to introduce your new character already.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Library. I guess I want to look for any books. Limbo. Like, how do you
Yeah.
survive there? How do you get out of there? What do we want for?
Yeah. How low do we have to go?
Yeah, I'll either do the same or assist him, whatever you deem
Yeah.
appropriate.
I have a +10 on investigation, and I'm going to borrow knowledge myself, so I have +10 on history as well. I have +10 on arcana as well. So
I have +6 on both of those.
+2 here, so I'd rather just give them advantage then.
what about enhanceability?
What
Have
about
that
that?
left, or are you all tapped out?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Let me see. What do I have prepared? I mean, guidance as usual, but
Guidance. Yeah.
do I have enhanceability prepared? I don't think I do.
And dungeon master. So what ability should he enhance? Intelligence, because that's going to cover things
I
like
I
arcana,
Investigation.
history,
That tells us.
I don't I
investigation.
don't have enhance ability prepared.
Okay, no problem. Again, I'm still in pretty good shape with. So yeah, is that what do you specifically want me to roll for, Vaden, to find this junk?
We'll do investigation.
I'll give you guidance with it, and I guess I'll help assist you. So if that could lead to
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
advantage.
I mean, you don't have to. Oh, yeah. Guidance gives you that help, gives a boost, and helping him gives you advantage. So you don't really need to use your
Yeah,
Okay.
enhance
because
ability.
guidance is a cantrip that lasts for like a minute for him to use. So yeah, you could.
Need to roll twice with advantage, but I think I'll be okay.
But also, you can't get guidance and
PA.
enhance ability on the same person because
Oh, you can't.
wait, sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Let me clarify. You can cast it on the same person, but you can't cast it from the same person because it's in both concentration
Yeah.
checks or concentration.
Yeah.
Although you can,
Okay.
because you guys
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Actually, technically, you guys can because you have the double concentration.
Well, we used that today,
Yeah, so you can't use
didn't
it.
we?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever use it? But whatever.
Well, I don't even have enhance,
It
so
doesn't matter.
I'm
Anyways, you're helping. You're helping. You get advantage.
Okay.
So
So well, the first thing I rolled was a 28. He has guidance, so
+4.
a 29 total.
Okay.
okay, wow,
An investigation.
pretty good beginning. All right,
I bet.
all right. Let me see. What's the link? Uh, cool. All right. Yep. So 29. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, you're able to without any trouble able to find information on Limbo. Limbo is not a place that people know about that much, but like you're still able to find a good chunk of information about it because of how well you rolled. So yeah, like you basically you know stuff like I said I talked about what Noldor told you earlier. To add on top of that, basically, no, there are places that are have pockets of places that are safe. Like I guess there I have a place, a city that's kind of known as like Shraktalor. I'll put in chat. Basically,
Yeah.
what the hell? I
I
don't.
guess I want to look for like how do we navigate like both
Survive.
moving, physically moving, and
Yeah.
find our way around.
Yeah,
And
the survivor's guide, not the
Yeah,
socio-political economic situation of
exactly.
everyone.
You
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you don't know
That,
the hierarchical structural?
What no? What creatures should we avoid like the
Yeah,
plague or are going to be
yeah,
friendly?
the Boy
And
Scout survival guides.
then
exactly.
whatever
Thing.
these Gethserai or whatever they're called, like what do we need to know
Yes,
about
right.
them to get on their good side to get their help to get home? We're going to
Tourist
need to bring them an
attractions.
offering or something.
I think you're big on tourist attractions, Brennan.
Yeah, but not today.
Fine. All right. Fine. So yeah, fine. So yeah, basically, you learn about this beyond the stuff I told you before already. Yeah, there are a bunch of creatures there. Uh, not that much. There are a bunch of elements there, but like the elements not really elements. Like I said, it's not elemental plane. You just see the elements constantly shifting in different forms. Creature-wise, they're slotty. That's probably the most common creature that you might have to worry about. They're very dangerous, like frog-like creatures that
They're
have.
they're alligator people.
Okay, so yeah, they look very weird. They stand on a bipedal usually. Their body shapes vary a lot because they're base chaos form into a matter, essentially. They are very odd in that like they have different forms to them. Like red slot is the weakest one. And there's blue. There's a gray one. There's a black one. There's a death slot. There's slotty lords. Basically, there's a hierarchy, and red is the weakest one. And they're kind of more physical oriented. They'll bite you and they'll try to rip you apart, and then also try to like implant their egg into you, and then you'll have the egg will eventually burst out of you and turn into a and force you to turn change into a slotty as well. That's how they one of the ways one of the ways one of the ways they procreate. There's also something called a spawning stone, which is unique to the area. Spawning stone is like this very powerful device that's like guarded by a death slotty, and like that, and basically that device essentially used to spawn more slotty as well, and it's another way
oh,
they
wow.
can spawn. So it's a place they guard very easily because they need it to essentially as a birthplace for themselves. That's where they essentially came from, and that's where they're generally born. Besides the whole,
Like,
implying
like if you
process.
ever seen battle toads, they're basically like that, but way
Unlater.
more messed up.
Yes, and they're constantly shift forms as well. Like I said, they have lots of weird things, but that's their most common essentially formers. Webbed feet, webbed hands, claws, like spikes in their back, and just very so those are the various colors. Yes, slutty, yeah, and yeah, slutty, not slutties, okay, slutties. Uh,
Slod.
yes. So basically, other than that, that's about slots. That's about slotty. Also, the stronger ones do use magic though, and so they are quite potent casters in the higher end. Um, Beyond that, uh, they also use weapons too. They'll have swords. It's pretty common to even use swords, great swords. Other than that, there are other creatures there like chaos beasts, krakadoons, uh, magways, I think they're called. They're called Zeos. You might have to deal with them. They can be scary, but like basically, a lot of creatures that are very odd. Yes, the coastline. Uh, Slotty. But they're very. We might not have to deal with them, but they're not collect information about how they work or anything like that, or what they're like. They just give some names. Other than that, civilization-wise, there's spawning stones for the Slotty. They have their people there. Their reds, their colors. The Githzerai are like essentially I said they're more monks, warrior monks essentially of the Gith. They are very smart. They use magic, sonically powered, because they were once enslaved by the Ildids before they broke free. They essentially live there, and the most powerful become we call anarchs. Anarchs essentially are like powerful mages of some sort that essentially enact their will on Limbo and to create much larger pockets of like protection, enough to like protect like essentially like a town or or city even, depending how strong they are. So there's some very powerful ones, the Anarchs that can do that. And Saudi are by nature defaulted to being Anarchs, but they're not like as powerful in that regard. But because they're fine with they're fine with change, they're fine with being changed and changing other things. And this are not, I guess they are order. Uh, what else? Hmm. Else prepare wise, just yeah, make sure to there isn't really environmental hazards as much, oddly enough. Like it's not like the way to worry about lava pools as much, like, especially lava pools, but like I said, the air could change to lava, like the ground could change to water, and if you're not ready for that, then you better improvise. So things can change on a whim, on a moment's notice. So just be ready to improvise your situation at will. Some of the ground,
Like
ground
you ever
got
remember
weakened.
that bit at the end of the first Ghostbuster where it's like, think of the like, the form of your destroyer. Well, if you're not careful, you're gonna think of the Marshmallow Man.
Also, something interesting there you might not be aware of, but basically, I say you find about it's not really that related to what you were talking about, but there's a thing on that in Limbo called shift spice. And it's this kind of spice you put on
Yes.
food, and you put on it when you eat it by dipping and licking your fingers when wet it with it. And what it does is that when you do that, your food tastes different each time. It's kind of exotic, like
Gordon.
Gordon would immediately be like, "Wait, what?
yes,
Oh,
yes,
go on with that. I'm interested now.
yes.
Hmm.
So that's something you might want to pick up on
Who
the
cares?
there.
Who cares about risk? Let's focus on the
Let's
spice."
look at the important things here. My menu
The
items.
spice shall flow.
Exactly. So, yeah. Uh, that's pretty much everything.
Hmm. Well, so nothing on surviving, huh?
Well, there was basically create pockets to protect yourself, pockets of protection using your
Basically,
will
the
or using your intelligence or wisdom.
the quick down and dirty version I got when I first arrived. It's basically the same you found.
Yeah, just more elaborate, more in detail.
I, I think, therefore, it is.
Yes, like I said, like what's called mentioned to anyways as well. Like known dull, basically, it's like you're in a dream, but you're in someone else's dream, so you have some control over like the area. But like, yeah,
So, so when people say thoughts and prayers, it's like this literally is a place where that would work.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Hey, does the mask maker? I think his name is Kant.
yeah.
Does he have any red frog masks?
Yeah, yeah. I think probably saw someone you there. Yeah, he has frog mask. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'll get one of the red frog masks. Just to blend in if I possibly can. You
sure.
know.
Okay. All right, so you head off. I guess you leave a little early, I guess, and go to the water plane, and then come back after you pick up a red frog mask from All right, that for like 5 goals. That's it.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. That was
I'm on a I'm on a tight schedule. I really need this frog mask.
it's like, oh yeah, I just happen to have one ready for you.
There you
Isn't
go.
that
Thank you
convenient?
It's like, nope, I'll have it ready in 2 weeks. How's that?
so much.
All
So
right. Well, it's good to see
So
you
you,
have,
buddy.
I
so to the
appreciate. Thanks for cheering on us and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah, you had a good fight. I saw that. I saw it. I was, your heart's kind of bad to root against my home team, especially given they're my people. But I think I enjoyed the fight. I think you guys played it well. You played it fair. A bit of bullshit what happened to Risk there, but eh, I think shit happens.
Yeah, it does. It does. And yeah, so I'll see you around. Thank you very much for your help.
All right, see you, Korea. I see.
Good thing I'm not there. I would have burned it to the ground. No, I know it's in a water plane, but I would find a way.
Burn what the ground the water plane there.
so to the group, I'm like, well, there's nothing more than to do than rest now and go after Risk. Doesn't seem like there's really any way that will help us get back, though.
We told you
Just
about
gonna
Huey,
have to
so
pull it, I say.
We're gonna have to rely on either Tobacco or the Rai.
I remember in my thing, it's like Sacco said he can't do it himself, but he can find like the Githzerai who might be able to. Might.
well,
That was his thing too.
he said he
Is it?
couldn't get out. He didn't say he couldn't teleport you out. He didn't ask me
Yeah, he
that.
said he can't get up.
Yeah,
You didn't ask that.
yeah. So yeah,
All right. I've been picking my spells here for the last. So we're ready for them.
No, but out of character, yeah, to the DM, yeah, I know that you told us a few ways, but as our characters, basically we're relying on going to Limbo to find a way out, which is like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we can hopefully find somebody somewhere who's either capable of doing it and also willing to let us do it for a reasonable price or task that we would have to do.
Yep.
before we all turn into Potato Men.
Yeah.
I guess last thing before we head in for the night, either in the library place or in the sigil or whatever, go to the magic item shop and see if there's anything that boosts people's wisdom and or intelligence available, like magic items.
Definitely.
Kind of looking for that headband of intellect, but apparently I don't know that you have.
I mean, you know they exist.
No, nobody ever asked. Nobody ever asked
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah. You out of character would know. I think I told
Of
that, but I don't
course.
think I told any of the characters in characters. Like, oh, by the way, I have this cool little thing that makes me smarter.
Also, just so you know,
Sure.
headband and legs is an uncommon item. So, and uncommon items, I've told you before, you get you can buy them
That's
in the Sigil.
That's what I was
Which-
looking for. Is that
well, it really wouldn't work. Help. It may help somebody else, but you as a wizard probably not, because all it
no,
does
it's
is
not going to help me because I
Yeah,
have 20 intelligence
yeah.
I was
already.
gonna say,
But anybody, it raises your intelligence to 19. So anybody who's
Yeah.
at like 12, 13, 14, get this
yeah,
thing.
it's
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
one. So what is it
but
called?
and headband of intelligence,
Okay.
Or intellect, headband of
intellect. Yeah,
into something, yeah.
Also, just remember, like,
Yeah,
you don't.
you're all-
It's not like every single one of you needs to create a pocket separately. You can create one pocket and move together with it, but
Yeah,
Well,
but if
it's-
2 or 3 of us can do it and combine, we might
Yeah.
not have to
And-
concentrate on it and people can get a rest or something.
Sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
yeah, and it does require attunement though. So
does,
if
it
you
does.
don't
That's the
have
other
a
thing.
slot,
I'm already full of attunement slots. If you guys got free attunements, great.
yeah, that was basically the item I asked to get when we first started. And
Yep.
Shane says we can just get an uncommon item. It's like, okay, well that works with my build. And
Yeah.
Yep.
I was
So
using like the standard array or something like that, and that's like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on this and just use that to bump the intelligence the rest of the way. It'll work story wise with my character.
Yeah, you have.
So I can't wear this and my goggles, huh? Of night, huh?
Oh, you can. There are one's goggles.
I
One
mean,
is your eyes.
the
one-
goggles. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the goggles require attunement, do they?
Or guardian.
He's asking, are they both headwear?
I mean, they are
Yeah,
headwear, both
this is-
headwear, but like they're different kinds of headwear.
Yeah,
so
one's
combine that.
around your forehead or something like that.
Okay.
I got like in the story wise, it's basically inside the band of the hat
Okay.
that I'm wearing.
I just didn't know how the mechanics work. Like if you could only have
Yeah,
like
it's,
one.
it's still different from Bill's campaign where he's like he only has one head slot. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not
that's
worried
fine.
about that in general.
Yeah,
Unless you guys,
basically, as long as you have an attunement slot for it and it requires attunement, it's like wear it.
yeah.
Okay. I got it, and I'll minus the. You said it's in the sticky that I could the cost.
Yeah.
It's 400 in the sticky. Do that for
Okay, I'll just minus it.
Rivdare, if you want 19 intelligence, you could get one too. Band of intellect. 400 gold if you want. Headband
this-
of
Yeah,
that
headband.
thing we
of
put in the
intellect.
chat.
Okay.
The D&D Beyond chat. You could add it to your inventory if you want for 400 gold and then
Oh, I don't see it in the chat here. I see.
Well, if you go into D&D Beyond and go into inventory,
Okay.
and then click on Manage Inventory,
Yeah, I see it.
and then in Filter, type in Headband of Intellect.
Stop
If
if you
headband,
type
should
in
go
like
pretty-
head, you'd probably see it come up.
Yeah, if you just type in Headband, it'll be the first thing that comes up.
Okay, yeah, and then I would enter.
So if you want that and you're willing to pay for it, that will give you a permanent 19 intelligence while you wear it,
You
Okay,
gotta put
so
it on, you gotta attune it and equip it.
which you can basically just say while you're resting, you're attuning to it, because it only takes like
Yeah.
an hour to attune to an item anyway.
well, that's not bad.
So
Yeah, I'll do it. I have a 15 already in intelligence, so
Yeah, it's only
This will
+2.
give you plus 2 more to all of intelligence based.
Yeah. Yeah, because this would give you +4 if you wear this to intelligence.
And how much is that? You said
Or 400
400.
gold pieces.
So
400.
40
Okay,
platinum.
40
Yeah, 40
yeah.
platinum.
I added it. Now, you said 40 platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So this will help you when you're in limbo to like focus and like do things with your mind.
Sure, I appreciate it.
Guess after
Okay.
this, let's rest.
And then basically I see you all as like, are you fucking copying me?
We'll be like, what are you talking about?
Shall we rest?
I think so. Now we click
And
long rest.
Kirdar,
Yeah,
don't forget the ice cream
you
before we
get-
go.
Yeah,
Of course. Well, never
you guys
forget.
get the long rest. I have to like find civilization that I can just safely. Just imagine like there's probably like a small group of like just dedicated Githzerai that are just sitting in a room just meditating, willing their city into existence and keeping it that way, and then just working shifts.
Kind of. And what happens is but I guess you don't know this, but they'll know is that basically the most powerful Githzerai or creatures of anarchs in general can basically create a permanent stable place and not have to worry about constantly shit constantly on it.
Oh,
So, but that card is like not like a god level, but like pretty high level, very high level character, and not just character, but also
at
extreme
least
knowledge.
at least like 16, 17
Yeah, but more importantly, not
levels.
just high level, but there's also high level, but also requires like it's basically a skill helping the anarch essentially,
Yeah,
and basically you have to practice the skill a
yeah,
lot. Because no one
yeah.
comes and say, hey, I can create a big pocket of safety unless you're like god or a little god. So basically outside of that, you have to practice a lot to do this. So
So
they
it's like a race slash class subclass
kind of
feature thing that
there
you have
are
to like
there
that you
are
have to like learn into that you can't just like level up and suddenly I just know it. It's like you have to
practice a
work
lot.
at
Yeah,
it
it's
to
literally a
attain it.
practice skill. Yeah. So like I said, there's some non-get that do it, and non-slotty, but it's pretty rare that there's
Like
this
like
a non-native
like I'm not
use.
gonna just anime montage my way into victory in a day or so.
No,
It's like
no, fortunately not.
at best I would be able to just make a stable little pocket island that I'm on, like make my thing stable. That's as far as I could get, maybe if I'm extremely lucky.
Yeah, and it's really only then you can only do that because you're super smart. Like it's if we weren't so smart and have someone helping you, it'd be a lot harder. And yeah, so you'd probably be dead because it's not a good place for people in general who don't have a strong force of will and don't have or well, because so yeah, the reason why it's very
So
dangerous.
so speaking of what, since they're all doing their long rest, what's going on with me? Because this has been at least 4 hours later.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well, are you using
yeah.
your long rest? I'm just gonna figure it out so we can go back to him.
I haven't gotten to the part where
Oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah, I think you can go to him.
yeah.
We did the research and now we're long resting.
Okay. So why don't we do
yeah.
this? Why don't we
So
why don't we do that?
so
We'll come back to you after we take a break because it's 4:50,
Okay.
so it's a good time. So I will see you
so
guys like I guess before the obviously around like the time I guess they're around the hour. I mean, so
yeah.
it's
Like
kind of
eight,
50 minutes is kind of a lot, but it's
So
8
fine.
o'clock here, 5 o'clock there,
Yeah,
7
just on
o'clock
the hour.
Minnesota
Yeah,
time.
yeah, on the hour. I think we're good.
so yeah, 7 o'clock
Alright,
where
sounds
I'm
good.
at.
So I'll see you guys
Okay.
in 50 minutes, basically. Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I was basically spending the entire break rolling a new character just in case.
Nice. You're like, you know what? This is a good time to.
Like, not that I'm saying that I'm gonna fail, but you know what? It helps to be prepared.
Sure. You know what? Nice. You can bring back a Risk Brother can mysteriously appear.
That would be funny if your new
Like,
character
I have,
was like,
I have,
"Oh, is this my robot now?"
Risk.
yeah, right. Well, I have two possibilities. One is a monk, Way of the Astral Self, which is kind of appropriate given where I'm at.
Yeah.
Or a Archfey Warlock. So
Nice. Hey, you could be one of the gifts there, man.
There you go.
Being
it's
Potato Man
a
too.
weird type of elf.
Oh, okay. There's so many elves. It's ridiculous. Like million type of elves. Yeah. Actually, that actually is Astro Elf too.
Hey, I beg your pardon. I'm half elf.
You're only a half elf. You're not full elf. Come
Top half or bottom half?
Why did you ask the ladies? Hey.
No, you look at its ears. If I know.
Yes, they're wiggling. Yeah.
Actually, you can't even see ears. You wear a hood all the time.
Yeah. And a wrap around your face, so it's like nobody can see what you
Yeah, we
look
see your
like.
eyes.
Well,
That's
yeah.
about it.
Point. By saying I only take it off when I'm getting friendly with the ladies.
There you go. All right, so yeah, we're back to Limbo. So yeah, your friends have decided to save you and are going to
Yeah,
sleep.
all of her is like, it's just like one message is like, how do we find you? I answer back where I'm at.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That's it.
No,
It's
we
like,
were gonna have them. They'll send one more message saying like, "Here's our plan. We have to prep. We have to recharge. Hold out tomorrow."
oh,
message.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
mentioned.
my,
Yeah.
well, that's
You
right.
said
Then you
I'll-
like you mentioned Sacco, and it's like, yeah, I said I met them. Hurry
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just hurry up. So you're like, okay, I guess it isn't really. So yeah, they're
Yeah.
Yeah, you
do
didn't
the.
really. Yeah, you didn't really tell me like how long you're gonna take to get. I mean, you just said that I have to wait until morning. It's like I should have like responded like, time
What
is
is
an
morning?
illusion here.
Yes.
What is
What?
morning?
For all I
What
know,
No,
like you know,
morning, like when you're dead, and we're all like, "Oh, this is so sad." For the morning,
It's
totally misunderstood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
morning.
yeah. As soon as the message is like, I probably would go to Sacco. It's like, how do you tell time here? What's time?
Is
Time
there a
is but a
potato clock?
construct. Yeah, there's a potato
Wibbly
clock here.
wobbly, timey wimey.
I can literally make a clock out of him because he should be able to charge the clock. Starts and stick like light bulbs into him and stuff like that.
Like, do you mind if I put this battery in you?
Go more useful than you knew.
Basically,
Yeah, you could do that with
I don't know.
a potato.
Hey, I don't know if you ever played Portal 2,
Yeah. Yeah, that was
but
fun.
it's basically that it's like, you know, Gladys and the potato.
Yep.
So I'm basically on my little floating rock with a potato man.
Okay. So yeah, you continue to float. So as you're floating over to
Like-
where you think
like,
he's sending you.
Now, is he like float like basically like he's going forward and just somehow like, you know, I'm hitching a ride on him, or like are we sitting on the platform and he's just guiding us but the whole thing there?
He's
Like, how's
basically
this
staying.
work?
He's basically in front of you. He's not even in your safe zone. He's just constantly staying in front of it, and like you're just kind of following him essentially. So he's going at a
Okay.
slow speed.
Like do I have to like concentrate to like do it, or is he just doing it?
You have to keep concentrate to keep your thing in place, but like at least as far
Right.
as you know, you haven't asked him for info over that regard. But like but yeah, as far as you know, you're
Basically, it's like is he tugging me? Is basically what I'm.
no, he's not really
trying to
tugging you. I
ask.
mean, he's basically just in front of you, and you're just following him. So if you want to,
Okay.
yeah, you can talk to him about that. But like, yeah, he has right now as it is, he's just guiding you. Yeah, he asked for guidance along the way. So if I found someone who can maybe help you, or is willing to help you at least.
All right, all right. Like while he's doing, I'm gonna like see if I can like will this thing to like move a little faster and him with it, like and like he'll like almost like tether it to him so he can still guide it, but like try to increase our speed.
You take a hook and you're gonna crap the hook and like throw it on. Like, yo, can you throw it
Mostly like try to like mentally do this rather than like actually like
physically? Okay.
try to sled dog him.
Get boy,
Dog.
get. All right. So yeah.
So that'd be in intelligence check?
It obviously checks
Or
that. It's just, oh, if you're just gonna go faster and just yeah, you're fine. Like
basically like I'm trying to tether him to the safe space, but he's still guiding it. So like where direction he's pointing, that's where it'll go. But I'm like tethering him so he can do that, like almost like trailer hitching myself to him, but
sure,
also find a way to increase our speed at the same time.
sure. To increase the speed, you don't really need to do a check for that for the most part, unless you're going like super fast. But like, you probably go like
Oh,
another like you basically go like up to your like speed, essentially in speed and movement speed.
okay.
And then if you want to go faster than that, then you'd be like equivalent of doing that with like
Like with a dash.
with dash, and that would be like you could do that for a little while, but then you get exhausted. So it'd be like you could do it for so often. You can basically, but you can basically let's say you can increase speed by off roughly like 50% by pacing
Okay,
yourself.
well I'll stick it at like 30 feet.
Okay.
Then I won't do the dash. I'll just stick with a regular 30 feet per
Yeah, because
6
if it
seconds.
was like running for a minute, it'd be fine. But if you're gonna do this for like for you know how many hours you're doing this for because you can't tell time, and so it's just like
Yeah, right.
but yeah,
Like I'd probably like ask like how far is this? I know that's a little weird concept here, but like
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
yeah, are we there yet? Basically, like how?
he just responds. He's like, uh, we'll be
Because we're not
there.
like going forward. We're like going like we're like almost like tilting ourselves up, and now that's
Yeah, first you
up
were
and
going
like
for a while, and
flat.
you just send random change directions, and you don't even know a clue how he's deciding where to go. But you're pretty sure you're not
I
going back
suppose
at least.
given the nature of the place, there the place we're going is like also shifting in
Yeah.
space, so it's not a fixed anchor point.
Yep. So it didn't
But
work anything.
but
But yeah, so he goes, yeah, he goes, he just says, he's like, yeah, like yes, yeah, we'll have to go this way for a while. I don't know how long. Time is but a construct.
Timey wimey.
Time whiny.
tiny whiny.
You watch Doctor Who, he knows. So.
Wobbly.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
I don't know
I mean,
either.
in
I've
this
never
place,
watched
for
it,
all we
so
know, he does get Doctor Who in this place. For all we know.
yeah, who knows? I don't know watch this. I don't know, but yeah. So but yeah. So you guys continue on your way. Yeah, we'll just keep going for now. Yeah, so you guys going for like as I said, you can't tell how long, but it feels like a long time, and you just can't tell what's going on. Uh, you want to do anything else while you're doing this? While your friends are sleeping, essentially?
Um, I would probably like see if Sacco can like maintain my safe space for me so I don't disappear, so I can sleep if it's gonna take more than 8 hours,
Okay, so
or at the very least short rest.
like
Even though the only benefit I get for that would be just my hit points, but
sure it's something, but yeah, he'll respond to you, but like, hmm,
like
I
not
guess
that
I
I
can.
don't.
Like I've never
don't
tried stabilizing a place. It's not something I personally care about, but if you need to sleep, I understand.
well, just if this will help give some incentive, I am willing to agree to take a piece of you with me wherever I'm going. But if I'm not me anymore, by the time I get to somebody who can help me, it's kind of a moot point at that point, and then I just stay here, and then I can't fulfill my end of the bargain.
Ah, mortals. Fair enough. All right. He points to something. Like, you can't tell. He's pointing with like his like elbow, and he just like an elbow. His elbow is kind of weird place. It's not like at the middle of his arm. It's like at the top or
I'm
something for some
picturing
reason.
like there's a finger pointing, but it just moves around his head until it hits the direction he wants.
Sure.
It's like the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz, just doing the multi-point kind of thing, but it's with a shifting body part.
He's like, "Ah, I can. Let's stop here, and you can sleep. When you wake up, we can continue on our travels. I can't really take you while you're resting, so why don't we just take a break? I'll keep
Okay,
watch. I don't really
and
sleep much.
maybe make sure I don't,
Get murdered.
you know,
I know.
that I was gonna say make sure I don't disappear, but murdered is also pretty high on the priority list of things
Okay,
I
you
don't want to.
don't die
Other
in
thing.
general or be maimed. I assume people people prefer not to. You prefer to keep your body parts intact for some reason.
Yes, like basically, I want to stay the way I am right now for the duration of our time together. So, any help you can do in that regard will be appreciated.
If you wish. Just saying though, if you ever want to have your body parts move around, it's fun. I'd say try
If
it
I
once. You know, if you don't
I
like
ever
it, you try.
if I don't like it, I don't think I can put myself back the way I was.
Oh, I suppose you're right. It might be a little difficult.
I mean,
Your organs don't
I
really.
mean, have you ever tried to put yourself back the way you used to be, or
I
never came
I
up?
don't even know what I used to be. At this point, I've changed so much. I can't even tell you what I was as, what I was in the past. I change, the world changes. It's all good.
A
Anyways,
hippie Mr. Potato Man,
you kind
a
you kind of weird like hippie.
hippie Mr. Potato Man. Yeah, the only constant is change. Yes.
Yes, exactly. All right.
S yeah.
Night
So
night
if you can,
or light light. I
okay.
don't know what you do. Night light, light light. I don't know.
Light bright?
Sure.
Uh,
Do,
pleasant rest.
okay. Do you need to be tucked in?
You know what? No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Do
I
you
just
need
appreciate
ocean
somebody keeping
tabs?
watch.
Are you gonna craft yourself some, or mentally craft yourself some blankets? All
I think I have a bedroll in my.
right.
I think I still have the bedroll.
Also, I'm curious. We have casting spells, right?
I casted like one spell and I don't remember what it was, but I have all my other spells
You talked about
still.
casting create food and water, but you didn't have it
Ah, that's
until
right. Yeah, I'm
rest.
just curious if
I
you
won't
casted
have
it.
it. I won't have it until I rest.
Okay.
So once I wake up, I'll be able to do that.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I think all I did was maybe like a vortex warp or something. I don't know
Like
what I
yeah,
did.
during the fight, I
I
think.
just know I used one second level spell and that was it.
Yeah, because you tried to throw the Iron Band at batting, it didn't work, unfortunately. But yeah. All right. Cool. So yeah, I guess you can sleep then, and yeah, you are protected temporarily. It seems like for again, you don't know what time is, but you seem to knock yourself and fall asleep, dreaming. It's kind of odd, like you're in a space of dreams, but like you don't seem to dream here. You seem to
I
be
wonder
like
if I had like nightmares, would that like affect the realm around me?
you don't know because when you're sleeping, you seem to not have any dreams at all. Like at least now you can tell. I mean, a lot of people don't remember their dreams, but you don't remember anything dream wise while you're here when you're sleeping. So. You don't have no idea if it's place or something else, or just a regular day with no dreams that you remember at least. So yeah, you're able to fall asleep, and yeah, so you use your long rest. You guys use your long rest if you haven't done it already. I did one for Gordon already. Uh, yeah, and then we're gonna begin the day anew.
Oh, I will. As soon as I wake up, I'm gonna hold off on the create food and water until it becomes necessary. For now, I'll just stick with my rations. I
Sure.
still have in the bag of holding, which is like 20 pounds of rations. So it's like 5 days worth of food, basically.
Is it okay? I don't remember what the.
That's what the thing is saying.
Yeah.
Like rations, one day, one unit is basically 1 day, so it's like 20 pounds worth. So
Okay.
it's
So yeah,
like 4 pounds of food, and I think it's just food. Yeah. So water, I would need my own thing for, but not there yet.
all right. So you wake up, and and as you wake up, you seem fairly well rested, surprisingly.
And
And
I also immediately like, do I look the same?
you don't have a mirror. Do you have a mirror actually?
Well, I don't, but it's like I look down at least the body parts that I can see, like
Okay.
hands, fingers, knees, and toes, all as they should be.
Okay, so you look at
You
your
gotta have
body.
like a metal tool or something that's reflective. Come on, you got something.
Maybe I don't know, but yeah. So you
Blade of
Not
a dagger?
currently.
With the blade of a dagger?
I mean, I have a dagger, yeah.
there you go. You can look at your teeth and your face through it.
Do I still look like a kobold, or do I look like a potato man?
You and potato fied. No, I'm kidding. You seem the same. You seem no problems so
Okay.
far. You seem like, I guess,
Yeah,
whatever
bro.
happened, you're protecting, you protected. You don't seem,
Like
you don't feel different.
all my
You don't seem different.
all my limbs are exactly where they should be.
Yep. You seem to be safe there,
Okay.
Like,
My
surprisingly, seem
my little safe space still there.
it is. You seem to be have
Okay.
maintained it, despite the fact that you were not there to control it. It seems like good old buddy Sako held it for you, even though it's not his nature to do so. So he did it for you, anyways. So
I appreciate that. It's like now I am even more likely to hold up my end of the bargain of bringing him a piece of him with me, regardless of the consequences of that. Fair deal's a fair deal.
of course, are
I'm saying that
you
internally.
okay? All right. So are you ready to go?
I am. I appreciate you looking out over me while I sleep or slept.
Sure.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, so you guys keep traveling, and I do start traveling. Go back to you guys. What are you guys doing? Non-split group.
I don't know about you guys, but I was hoping we could do all this stuff and get to bed early, so like at 4 or 5 in the morning when we get up, so that we are cutting down the time to get to him.
Sure.
Sound cool?
Yep.
Of course.
I would like to start the day by ritually casting telepathic bond on the three of us, so we can communicate telepathically for an hour as long as we're on the same plane. By risk.
Or technically
Oh yeah,
it's four because
four
of
of us.
Gordon.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Gordon's here too. All right, Gordon.
Hey
Quiet.
man, I'm still here. I'm so very talkative today. I'm still sick, man. My stomach's giving me a little bit of, I got a bit of a bug.
No worries.
Want me to do the cooking?
What? No, no, no. Come on. That's like ridiculous.
Okay,
Mhm.
just check it.
Oh, I don't know that
It's like
bad.
it's like
You
cast like a
cook. Let's don't be
fabricate.
silly.
All right.
And then before we teleport, I want to give a motivational speech.
Okay. Do you have
Yes.
that feature? Or are you just doing it normally?
I do have it.
Oh, you do. Okay, so
Yes, the
you have the.
spell.
Okay.
So everyone gets 5 temporary hit points. And for my speech, I'm going to say, we have a job. We're going to rescue Risk. And we're going to get it done. And if we find him in any other state, we'll do what he wants and put him out of his misery.
And mystery. And mystery.
That is mystery.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
nice.
But everyone gets 5 extra hit points.
And hit point.
But the main thing is we get advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really good. So,
How long does
wait,
that
wait, wait,
last?
wait,
I'm
wait, you
trying
have
to.
bad wisdom saving throws? What is this?
Yeah, I sent in game log. If you guys see it.
Oh,
These
you
are
do.
5
Wow.
creatures.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
And has
powerful.
advantage on wisdom saving
Yeah,
throws. Yeah.
It lasts for 1 hour.
Yeah, last 1 hour.
okay.
And no concentration either, so
Okay,
it just
Yep.
lasts.
so that will last
Yep.
1 hour, but it's still good. Yeah, it's like a much weaker version of like Hero's Feast.
Yeah. So basically, we get
But
Null and Dull there and be like, okay, stand by. We cast all
I
these, and as soon as they're cast,
was gonna say it's like don't cast them until you're like
Yeah.
almost on your way.
Oh, it's a
Exactly.
spell.
okay.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
feet. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Feet was
No, yeah.
different.
Look if you look in the chat log,
Yeah, it's a spell.
It's a spell.
I'm looking. I'm thinking of the feet one. I didn't think there was a spell. Okay, interesting. All right, cool.
Well, that'd be way too powerful for a feat.
Well, there's a feat that does it, but a weaker version of it. It gives you health, but it doesn't give you wisdom saving throws advantages. So, all right, cool. So, yeah. All right. So you guys talked to Null and Dull. They decide they're like all right. I'll teleport you. Null Dull, you ready? And then you guys ask you
Yeah.
to clasp your hands together. So you guys
Yep.
clasp your hands together in your
Click
little
your heels
circle.
3 times. Say there's no place like home.
Yes.
Yes, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. No place like home. And then there when you teleport, you are shifted throughout the planes, disappear from the realm of Sigil, and you appear and land like this. Yay! I'm gonna just. I don't know. I don't have.
And immediately me and Sacco crash into them.
Yeah.
You explode together. All right. I don't have another map for this, so I'm gonna just put you in the same map and just so you just won't be on the same map.
Yeah.
I
It's
only
on
have,
another corner somewhere.
Yeah.
There is a spell I want to cast immediately once we get our bearings.
got it. Okay, let me put you guys on the map first so you can do your stuff. Just go put yourself somewhere in the top part of the map. You'll be able to see the people on the bottom, but you're somewhere there.
Right. Yeah, we get it. You're just using one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each square is 20 miles.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That's only for the first 20 miles. And then
Yeah,
it gets each square gets progressively longer and longer.
it's actually exponential.
See the map. Refresh.
Yeah, do you guys see it?
Okay, I see it
Yeah,
now.
you guys are at the top, I'm at the bottom.
Well, I can't see it, but don't worry about me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that sucks. You can't see it, man. That sucks. That really sucks. So well.
Just doesn't work.
Maybe at some point we can talk to you about that. Help you figure it out. But I don't know.
It's just not an option on mobile. That's just how it is.
Mhm. I guess that's I don't know. I never tried, so.
Gotcha.
All right.
So if we don't immediately see him, can I cast my spell or?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go through
You
something?
go for it. Yeah, you guys if you melee if you want.
Okay. If we don't see him.
You don't see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Locate locate object.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Okay.
Which object are you trying to locate on me?
Well, something unique that you would have that would be visible. You
I mean,
you know your character better than I do, so.
well, there's my hat, which is I've always worn even when I'm like going to bed kind of things. You've always seen me. I have the gun I have. Let's see.
I'll do the gun because I doubt you're gonna let that
Yeah,
go.
you've seen me use that thing so many times. It's like it's kind
That'll
of
be
my
the
thing.
that'll be the last thing you let go before you die.
Yeah.
So also to mention before you guys go, I forgot to mention. Yeah. So yeah, when you guys are when you guys are doing your teleport with Nell and Bill, they ask you to uh speak a memory of risk that can help you bring it closer to him. So, what is your memory
Okay.
of risk that you want to speak aloud that reminds you the most of him, that each of you?
Running through the streets, chasing down that one bounty just before we all got arrested.
Yeah, that was a good time. I just politely threw a rock and he propelled it into like a ship kind of speed.
Yeah. That escalated quick. I mean, that
Yes.
really got out of hand.
That was within the same memory.
Exactly.
Okay.
Crafting the
Keeping it
head
tight.
crafting the head out of paper mache and using it as a deception.
Which then gets immediately discarded
I like it used.
because I then get the real body.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, unfortunately, but this will give you good thing. Yeah, it's so helpful. But all right, cool. So yeah, that's that.
How about you, Gordon?
Gordon seems quiet, but he's like, I think I remember. I think one I remember was when we were at the ice plane, and you tried to get me to hook up with that lady, and I refused.
That's
That was a
funny.
good time.
Yeah, it was a good party at least, right? So weird food, but yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah. So you get here and you cast your little object. So first thing that happens is it only works. It says it says direction of object within 1,000 feet of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Let's see. And you
distance is a weird soup in this place.
yeah. Let me try something. I want to roll something and see. Actually,
Yeah,
Also,
can we guys roll?
also
Can we
with
guys
the
roll?
whole like plane shifting, how did that actually affect how close they got to me, or are
Yeah.
they
So I'll just
still
say
like
based on the memories, it might improve their essentially how close you are. So can you guys roll a D100?
the
You want me
All
to
of
100.
us?
Yeah,
One of
just
us?
one. Just roll a D100.
Oh, D100, Jimmy.
Okay, hold on.
Too late. Renan did it.
Oh, Brennan did it.
Okay, never mind.
Can't
Alright, 55.
drive 55.
All right, 55. All right, 55. Okay, so, all right. So,
above average?
yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
just rolling for fun.
Okay, sure.
Damn it, I keep getting the wrong.
See if you would have got better. Aw.
Yeah,
Much
what if?
better.
But you selfish. You took it,
Well,
Renan.
there was
I'm
zero
counting.
was there, and the other thing was spinning around, and it flipped off the 00 to the 80 at the last second. I'm
Yeah.
almost 100.
Hmm. Okay.
55.
All right.
Well,
So,
that's the dice.
all right. So basically, what happens is you.
Unless you want to use inspiration.
Oh God.
Ooh. We don't know if we need high or low. We don't even know
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
It says roll a dice, and you're like, okay.
That's true.
Good golf rules, you don't know. So yeah, you roll that, and then yeah. So basically, you should cast all the object, and you don't sense the object within 1,000 feet of you.
So I convey that he's not within 1,000 feet of us.
Also, Renan, can you roll another D100?
Sure.
That's the answer to everything.
Right? I mean, that should automatically win.
Yeah, I know. You know
42.
the entire limbo
Life,
inside and out.
universe, and everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42. Yeah. All right. So this happens. So you cast your spell, look at object. So see what happens. So you feel like a surge of energy, a wild surge, you might say, and you turn to a potted plant until sorry next turn.
Till my next turn.
Yes. So 6 seconds.
So for like
Oh,
the
Not
next, yeah, 6 seconds, you're a potted plant.
yes. So as you cast the
You're
spell,
basically Groot. You're basically baby Groot in the
You
pot.
become-
Am I falling through the sky and
Nope.
say not again?
no,
Oh,
sorry. Well, if you want to, you can, but like normally by default, you're floating there. But I do appear in this place too. You guys are floating basically in space. Like you don't like I basically also I talked about before with risk as applies to you too. You're floating in the air. You see constantly the world shifting around you. Elements turn different various things. Fire shifts to water, water shifts to air shifts to earth, so on. And yeah, as you have pop in, you cast your spell. You turn to a potted plant, and you notice that it doesn't work, or it didn't. It didn't seem to find anything that within 1,000 feet.
after 6 seconds, I throw up and a bunch of leaves come out of my mouth. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
I'm never eating kale again.
Would I have deduced that casting spells cause that, or is it? Do I just
I
deduce
mean,
that?
you've only been there for 1 second, so you don't really know.
You have to make like an Arcana insight or whatever the check would
History
be.
check, yes. Well, I mean, I guess with all the knowledge you gained from reading, you would know that basically casting magic and Limbo would has well basically is gonna do a mild magic surge. Like, I guess it's my fault. You should have known that ahead of time once you did your a lot of research in the
Research,
Feywild
yeah,
realm.
that's
Yeah. So you would know that basically casting spells here is gonna cause like a mild magic surge every time you cast it.
Okay, well,
Would
I would
I
have done
know
that.
that?
No, you didn't roll very well. So you rolled decent, but not like well enough for that stuff.
And
I
yeah, so
really don't-
basically, based on our research when that happened, we're like, well, we kind of do something going to happen. So we just kind of like float over, hold on to the plant, make sure it doesn't float away until he comes back.
Yeah. I mean,
So what kind of plant do you turn into anyway? I'm curious. Ren, what's your favorite plant?
Oh, I was gonna say petunia.
Okay, there you go.
Wow. No, I'm not even joking. I was thinking petunia.
Wow.
That is hilarious. That was the plant that was in my head.
Why?
I mean,
Why
that's-
petunia
you,
too?
I mean,
Because of life,
mean,
universe,
I
and
was planting
everything.
petunias.
Oh, is it?
you guys have telepathic bonds, so
We do have telepathic. Can he still think as a plant? Yeah. Did we detect his thoughts as a
You can. He's still.
Oh, yeah,
He's still being plant. He has still his consciousness.
So am I like thinking plant thoughts, or
Your thoughts. Your thoughts are still there.
oh, then I'm just screaming.
You're just physically a plot. That's all.
Ah.
Mentally, you're still not a plant.
I'm screaming like
real quick
Like-
retroactive? When we got up in the morning, I was going to ritually cast Find Familiar and bring Valo back because he dies every time we go anywhere. So
Sure.
he was dead in the water. So
He
he's
dies
back
immediately as soon as
to
he
the
gets
normal owl.
there.
He's back to his normal owl form.
Okay.
So okay, yeah. So anyways,
All right. So but yeah, it's a plant. It's funny because I was ugly daisy, but it's because your god has a symbol being a daisy. That's all I'll say. But that's fine.
oh yeah,
Petunia's good.
that's true. Well, it's sunflower, wasn't it? I don't know.
No, it's daisy. It's fine. It's not
So-
count that the favorite plant is your god, anyways. It's fine.
Oh.
All right. So yeah.
real quick, can I try something since like now we're kind of all in like generally the same plane of existence?
Yeah, you are.
And now I know it's like they said they were gonna come get me in the morning, so I assume that, like, at least a long rest later they should probably be on their way, if not here. Can I try to sense if they're here? Like, given the nature of the space and that thoughts create actions, basically.
Sure.
Can I try to like see if I can sense them here in some way?
Sure. Try for it.
What will be the roll?
Sensing allies.
Arcana, intelligence, investigation, perception.
I guess this should be Arcana.
Much better. I'm going to use a flash of genius just because to make that 18 a 20.
Oh, nice.
Biffy.
I really don't like this place.
18 to 20 or 24?
It's a 20 total. I basically rolled an 18 total, 14 plus 4, and then I'm using flash of genius for an extra 4 for 20. Or excuse me, not
18
22.
plus 4.
Wow, I am bad at math. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
The chaos is
22.
messing with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
22.
you feel like your ability to do math has decreased as you live in here. Minus 2
Get him
math
out!
rolls.
Get him out!
Minus 2 math
Yeah,
rolls.
yeah,
Calculus.
Yeah, 22 total then.
Okay, you don't know where they are, but you sense your allies are on this plane now. You don't know where, but you sense.
Like, can I? So I can't like pick a direction like up, down, left, right, or wherever. It's just I sense that they're in this existence.
Yes.
Okay.
So as you do that,
And-
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna say, you go ahead.
Whenever the next opportunity comes up, I'm going to cast sending.
Okay.
Get in touch. But if you got something to say before that.
Yeah, just so Gordon say, so guys, I got my walk here. I can make my I can cast spread now. So you ready for it?
Well, I had a thought about that. I want to communicate with him so that he knows when we're going to scry. But while we're watching and listening to him, he could possibly point, gesture, turn his view so that we can see the things we need to see. Normally, when you scry at people, they're not like ready for you. But if we can like cast a sending to him and say like, in 20 seconds, we're going to scry on you. Like, tell us where you're going, point to something, show us your view. You guys think that would work?
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
I mean, I could at least like ask Sacco, like, okay, what's the name of the settlement we're going to, like the place where the Githzerai are, and like write on a piece of paper and just hold it up. But that's about it, because it's like this is all an ever-changing environment. So like me pointing in a direction is going to be useless, because I could be pointing this way, and then eventually it's going to shift over to this.
Yeah. Okay, so just before I cast sending, to kind of relay what my plan was to risk, I did want to just do perception investigation. Is there anything in the landscape, the clouds, that indicates landmarks in the distance, a light source that's always in one spot that like everybody can see, or perhaps like things seeming to follow certain currents? Those are the kind of things I'm just trying to figure out. Is there any way to navigate?
Okay.
How
So
to use stars? Here, what do we got?
so basically by default there is nothing, but there are places that do exist that they don't seem to have a stable place. They move, but like they do exist in like or have like potentially in a permanent fashion. But you would know that like basically because you're in limbo, your will essentially and again your intelligence and wisdom allows you to can you use to forge essentially a way to find people. So you can essentially you can use that essentially as a way to try to find people. So
If I just think in my head hard enough, go towards risk, I will go towards risk. Is that what you're saying?
basically you won't see like a specific landmark like oh this is the pointy part. But if you think of it strong enough essentially and you succeed well enough, you essentially go toward them without specifically seeing it happening.
Okay.
You just have to feel it instinctively and trust your instincts. Assuming you're
Okay.
good, you succeed. Like
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would almost say it's like as soon as I like did my little sensing just to see if they're here, I would try at least like saying, okay, new plan, point in the direction, like like you basically will myself to them, because it's like settlement's great, but that is an unknown. And I don't know if it's a dangerous place or not. But at least I know like where my friends would be, and I can just go there, and I already have enough means of getting myself food. So as long as I avoid any pitfalls along the way, I should be fine.
so all right, so yeah, just do your do your I guess in this case it'd be intelligence check.
We both basically do an intelligence check, like find the other person.
Well, you already did yours, Risk, so I guess it's more like him now.
Okay.
So
Just an intelligence check
yeah,
or
just
saving throw.
intelligence check because no saving throw here. And you're not saving against surviving. Yeah, at least.
Yeah, you're taking an action.
16.
Good goal. 16's pretty good. Yeah, so you get a very big sense of his direction, and so you can kind of like basically become like a kind of pointer dog. You just kind of turn in direction, put your paw, point in his direction, and or your hands, and you just.
And I'm gonna just relay this to everybody else. We can communicate mentally. Like I feel him this way. We all have to concentrate and just keep moving in that direction, and we'll catch up to him.
Okay. Also, so Gordon's gonna try to cast Scrying now. It's gonna take a little bit of time. I think it takes 10 minutes. 10 minutes, yeah. So
10 minutes. Yep.
in the meantime, you might want to create a safe
spend-
place for yourself.
spending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the next thing I would want to do, or maybe all of us can concentrate together because we got
I
a bunch
mean,
of.
since you're all
intelligence
doing the
down.
telepathic bond, I mean, you can basically all focus and like maybe give yourself
Yeah.
advantage because you're all working towards a single goal.
Yeah.
I also have my red frog mask on too.
Okay.
So,
I think that'll help when we
Whatever
get
that
to
does.
their castle or whatever.
yes, exactly.
Let's make a safe space. Well, did did any of us have to make saves yet against getting pulled apart or whatever?
Not yet, but it's gonna happen very soon. So personally, you can try try to create a pocket. If you get the pocket, then you're fine. If not, then we'll start doing the saves.
So
Is that
who-
just an intelligence check again?
Yeah,
Who
do
rolls?
All
intelligence
of
check.
us doing it?
Well, what's
Who
up, you
rolls?
guys? Whoever you want to do it. Who wants to roll?
Okay, then I think
Who's the leader of this creation?
Well, I have 20 intelligence plus 5,
Yeah.
so I don't.
yeah, Akros.
And just one of you help gives
roll?
them an advantage.
Sure.
Yeah, do I get advantage on it?
Sure. So when you help him. You combine your
I will.
minds with the power of telepathy,
And guidance.
Well,
Ooh,
I've got
and you pat on
19,
back.
so
Oh my god, you rolled
and that
horrible.
was I
Oh
rolled
man.
roll fail, bro. With guy.
What's your
you want
guidance?
me to roll?
Well, the problem is you can't all work
Okay.
together, so it has basically
Never
you
mind.
get, but well, it depends if you want a separate role, you can do separate role. But like basically, you're theoretically you're working together for this, so theoretically all help.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
You good.
Krivdar and Gordon could do their own thing, and one of you could.
Well, somebody gave me advantage, but the other two could like Kribdar and Gordon.
Yeah.
could-
Yeah.
Okay, so we see Rin and helped you, and I guess Krivdar and you and Gordon. Okay, Krivdar, you want to handle this?
I would say,
Yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
can
I would
help
say
Kribdar.
Krivdar because he has like the plus 19. I don't know what Gordon's intelligence is, but
not
or
that
not
great.
plus
But
19,
he's
but
more
plus
wise,
4.
but he can use wisdom but his wisdom is not as high as your intelligence now. So
I'm still contemplating burning my inspiration on thinking.
I got an 11.
okay, 11. Was that with advantage?
Does he get advantage?
Yeah, you get
Oh,
advantage.
Roll
You can roll
more.
again.
one more.
time.
Did he also
Um,
equip his item?
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
he got plus 4, so he did. Yeah.
Okay,
Much
17.
better.
Not bad. Okay,
Much better.
cool.
I
So-
think I am going to burn my inspiration.
You burn the inspiration.
Oh man.
So even with that guidance that I had added in, it was a 15.
Well, would you be able to roll with advantage a second time with that inspiration,
Nah,
or
that's-
just
that's-
one?
that's-
Oh, actually, no, that was worse. So I rolled 3 rolls out of 5, 6, and 7. So 7 plus 5 is 12.
Oh,
Yeah, so I got a 15.
You
3
got
rolls
15 with that guidance from that first one.
with the guidance, right?
So yeah. All right,
15 and
so
7. Not terrible,
so
but still.
highest is actually Krivdar. Krivdar with this one roll was our 2 rolls was higher than your 3 rolls, unfortunately. But so yeah, so you guys start trying to craft it, and you guys end up like both trying to craft something together separately, and you both actually end up being successful. Like 15 is not very high, but it's enough to barely succeed to like create something very temporary. So you both create like this temporary space. What do you want it to look like?
I want it to look like,
You're in control.
let me see here.
You're the one who succeeded. Yeah.
You know
Yes.
those sheds that are sold at Home Depot?
Yeah.
That's what I want it to look like. I want it to look like one of those plastic sheds that looks like it's pretty sturdy for short period of time.
Okay.
I work at a sporting goods store. We got stuff that's like that, but they're like deer blinds, so there's camo on the outside. I'm gonna add a camo flourish to your shit.
There you go. And so there we go. We've got a
Your
respite.
15 is for the aesthetic look of it, and his is for the
Yes.
actual structure.
Yeah, exactly. We're pulling a bubbles up in here. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
From
I did
Trailer
want to
Park.
do the sending that I said though, so
Yep. So
talk to Risk,
first, first you're sending settings faster than Scry. So I kind of,
Yeah.
Gordon's kind of cast
or
Scry.
even they can do it. They can do it together, right? Because Scry's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. He's casting. Same thing like casting.
Okay.
You can
And
cast stuff.
sending's like instant.
So I'll be like, "Hey, we're scrying on you. We are scrying on you right now. We're here. We're looking for you. We feel your presence moving in your direction. Are you waiting or proceeding?"
Okay, and just to like kind of like retroactively look back on my conversation with Sacco, he said we were going towards a Githzerai place,
Yep.
correct? Did he say like what the name of that place
Yep.
was?
Shrektalor. Let me type it.
Stractalor.
Yeah, let me find the actual name.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think you forgot to type that in before.
I did.
We were
It's
obviously
pain.
distracted by other things.
Yeah, it's a pain to find that name. But I can't remember the actual stupid name.
I get it. Shrek Lord. Got it.
Yeah, the Shrek
What?
Lord.
Shrek's what? We're going to Shrek Swamp.
Cool. Universal Studios.
Hey.
Kinda, yeah.
Here we go. Come on. Took forever. Okay. Here it is. Shrek Lord. More. Well, he'll say to make it simpler. Is he's going to the. You want to go specifically as a city? He's going to a place called the Tower of Luminescence. In there. So
Okay.
it's be easier. Luminescence, I pronounce it. I said
Oh.
wrong. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
You get the idea.
Make it point.
I'd say before I would respond, then I would like see if I can like figure out like, okay, can I sense the settlement? How far is it? And can I sense them? And how far are they to me? Like, am I closer to them versus there? Like, which is like the shorter space
Sure.
to travel to? That'd be an Arcana check then, or something else? Or
I just doing.
I basically like want to do like a weird triangulation kind of thing. Like, am I closer to them that I can just travel to them, or am I closer to the settlement that I can just go
Sure.
there as a fixed
In this
point
case,
and
it's
go
about
there?
finding distances and like figuring out where to go. It's survival.
Right. Well, yeah, I know it's like distance is a weird soup in this place, but it's like, do I feel like one is closer to me where I am versus the other?
Sure. But yeah, so just do a survival check and we'll figure out if you're closer. If you know how close you are to each, how relatively close you are.
Oh boy.
Doesn't do that.
Plus
Not your
one.
best, but yeah.
13.
You rolled much better though. So yeah, like you guys sense that like a slight sense that basically like that like you are closer roughly to them than you are to the tower luminescence.
Okay. Okay, then I would respond. I was going to Tower of Luminescence to hold up. You're closer to me. I will go to you. So, will yourself to me. I'll will myself to you.
Like
Meet up
magnets
in the
just,
middle.
Like, it's slowly pull together.
Basically, yeah. Which once we meet up, then we can then go to the settlement and then figure out how to get out.
Sure.
Of course.
Like, so as soon as I then really the point of scrying is kind of pointless then, because I'm coming to you, you're coming to me, so it's just like we'll just meet up.
Sure.
Yeah,
Because
but
even
already-
even if you put scry on me, it's like it wouldn't give you any more information than really just confirmation of life, which you already have through the sending spells.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
true.
not like I can like, because it's not like you can see any
Landmarks, yeah.
landmarks in a place that is ever changing.
It's true. So if you guys want, you can just
I
cancel
get to
scrying.
see.
Yeah.
You get to see Potato Guy.
You get to meet, you get to meet
Early.
Mr. Potato Man.
Hey, Vaden, I cast a spell, so
Yep. If you're done sending, wait,
91.
then do your
Ooh.
wild search plate. Yep.
Right.
91. Interesting. Okay, cool. Hi. All right, cool. Let's see what you get here.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
I don't know.
Doesn't-
We'll find out.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's all randomly assorted, so it doesn't matter what
This is actually really
high or
interesting.
low doesn't mean.
Okay. You get to learn a random first level spell. That's it. You just learn it.
First level spell?
Yeah, it doesn't say temporarily. So you're permanently learning a new level spell. And
Well, I
really,
already
And-
have them all, so what do I get? A
No,
cleric?
Well, you
no,
have all
one?
the wizard
No,
spells.
yeah,
You
wizards.
could do
yeah,
other things.
yeah, you can learn spells outside of your
Do
sphere.
like a cleric, a druid,
Yeah.
bard.
D&D Beyond lets me do that, so I'm going to custom. All right. Like a random one? Should I just roll on the table?
Yeah,
I
just
guess we
random
can do
first
that.
level spell.
Yeah.
Let it roll.
I mean, unless the DM just wants to give you one, just
Yeah.
to keep it random.
Are you picking or am I picking?
I'll pick a guess. Since
Yeah.
I guess well, it's up to you. If you do random, you can do
Wait,
random.
well,
I don't know.
Personally, I would just let it be dealer's choice just to keep it fun. But that's me. You do you, wizard man.
you wizard. All right.
I'll take whatever.
All right, let's do this
Got
first.
too many to choose
Okay.
from. Man.
Let's do one, two.
If you want, just pick a bunch of random ones and just say roll for it.
You
Four,
got magic
five.
missile.
6.
He already has magic missile.
Okay, so there are
I-
9 spell tiers.
That's the only one I know of.
Let's do this then. So roll 1d8, and we'll see what category you get,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there I'll go pick one from there. Because
Oh, like what evocation,
3.
alteration, that kind of thing.
no, I'm going by actually I'm going by first. I'm going by what class of spells, like what class that can cast spells. So you get 3. 3 is 1, 2, 3 cleric. Because you got cleric spell. Let's see what cleric is now. What cleric spells you got? Let's see what cleric spell you can learn here. All right, first level spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's do rolls of d20, and we'll see what you learned.
Found spell number 8.
8.
It's a good number.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you already have take magic's already a spell you already know, so I'm not gonna count that. Let's ignore that one because that's a spell you already know. I forgot. The problem with these is it doesn't give you only cleric spells. It searches for everything. So it's
Well, so I'm on D&D Beyond sorting, and there's actually 4 pages of first level cleric spell.
let me see.
And there's like 18 spells per page.
Let me see this. Spells.
Or we do a
You might
D100.
There's 20 spells per page. I rolled an 8 on a D20, but I would roll a D1 through 4 to see what page we get. That sound right?
Let me see.
That's 4 pages.
Problem is
Actually, there is a different way you could go about it. If you just go like into feats and just do like that magic initiate cleric or something like that,
Oh,
you
okay.
because it gives you like a first level spell from that list.
oh,
I see.
that's smarter. Yeah. Okay. Let's just sign that. Let me see. Let me go to Gordon's list and figure out from there. It'll be easier. Hit Gordon. Add gen feet. What's we add here is magic initiate cleric. Okay, so let's see. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, these are cleric. These are cantrips. aren't they?
But it gives you 1 first level spell as well with the feat.
Okay. No, you're here. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's the same as that Fortune 4. It gives you ones that even that you can. They're not exclusive to the cleric spells, unfortunately. They're spells that clerics can cast, but not. But the problem with the problem we're having is like we get to take you go to take magic, which you already knows.
So I'm looking at the Magic Initiate Cleric thing for the ones you could do. It's like Shield of Faith, Sanctuary, Purify Food and Drink, Protection from Evil and Good,
Yeah.
Inflict Wounds,
Guiding bolt.
Healing Word, Guiding Bolt. Like,
Do you take
are
magic?
any of these spells that you have?
I don't know. Let's figure this out. It's not like I can prepare a new spell during the rest of this.
True, but you at least have it.
But I'm just saying, like, for the in the interest of moving the game along tonight, we can.
All right. I'll just make it simple.
I just put what the list are from the Magic Initiate thing. So if you want at least have an idea of what to pick from, if you're going for cleric.
All right.
Okay. You want me? If I already have detect magic, did you want me?
Yeah, just reroll because we don't want that. Like, you have that spell already as a mage, so you don't. Like, that's the problem. I'm looking for exclusive cleric spells. That's the issue. I mean,
I think. Hang on, I gotta get back in.
Oh, oh, it's magic.
All right.
You know.
12.
12.
I mean,
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Inflict wounds.
Yeah, it's like fluents. So yeah,
Yeah.
you have to cast inflict fluents.
Okay.
Touch spell. Nice for you, I guess. Because he's like
What do you get?
since
melee.
you're always up close and personal anyway.
What did he get?
Yeah.
Inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's actually pretty strong because like, especially for like warlocks, but like if it upcasts it does a massive amount of damage.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so that's that. So yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, just randomly as you after you cast that spell, if you cast sending, you feel a surge of power, and you somehow your memory's cleared up, and you somehow learn how to hurt people with your hands, just touching them. How does it make sense? I don't know, but you're limbo, so whatever. It happened. All right.
So soon as I like get that sending message and I'm like know where they are, I just like say, Sacco, change of plans. We're going this way.
Huh?
My friends somehow showed up. They're this way.
All right.
We'll meet up there and then we'll go to the PSRI place and we'll figure a way to get out here and take a piece of you with me.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you guys, you continue. You end up going toward each other. Eventually, after some time, like let's say an hour or so, roughly, you end up finding you actually see each other from across the plane. And it's weird, strange because you see him for like a short period of time, then like a block of mountain appears out of nowhere, and like or transforms it from the water in the area, and then you can see the area of vision's blocked, so you're not sure if it was like a mirage or something. Then it disappears, and you see him again, like, oh, my friends, I see you.
We'll do that weird like walking on air kind of thing as we're like heading towards each other.
Yeah,
To
so
like do the big group hug thing.
I'll move you, and then
I'm gonna manifest some ice cream. I'm just gonna manifest it.
yeah, you can. All right,
And
please
then
roll.
give it to. Sure, I'll roll.
Yeah, see how good your ice cream is, how accurate your ice cream is to its original self.
What do I roll to do that?
Just roll
Sorry.
indulgence or wisdom, whatever you prefer.
Okay, sure. Hold on one moment. Oh, 13.
Okay, not too bad. You're able to cry ice cream. It's not super, not the best ice cream you had, but like it's serviceable.
Is it
There
like
you
just
go.
floating towards me now at high
Yes.
speed?
Yes. All right. So I'll put you guys
So-
on actually. So you guys.
We're all together now.
Oh, you missed this. That's why I'm
So,
sending it to you.
Yep. Basically, you end up getting closer to each other, and as you get closer to each other, So it happens.
So I'm on my little floating, little rock plane kind of thing,
Sako, yeah.
just floating with my potato man
And they're
friend,
floating
and
with their like
they're on
wood
the
shed
floating shed.
or plastic shed that Chris was
Like, are they like on top of it, or are they like just all inside and it's just moving like a rocket ship kind of thing?
Sure.
I don't
A
know.
little bit of everything.
How do you guys
People hanging out the windows.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a Jetson car, but a shed. That's what it is.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, making the noise as it's zipping
He
by.
Exactly.
created a shed. I just created a slab of rock, so it's on the rock. That's cool.
All right. And as you guys have this joyous meeting, you meet some friends.
Yeah. As soon as you get closer, you see the Potato Man amalgamation thing with me.
You do. You see the
I'm,
potato man.
I'm sure you all like mentally throw up a little bit inside.
But hey,
I think we're gonna see some other things.
you are also. So as you guys get closer, you guys see these creatures in distance, and they appear to be the creatures you've heard about before. The Slod.
Oh boy.
Yep, a few of them.
Do I know
So-
of the Slod? I know they'd know, but would I know?
You have idea. You know what they are roughly. You don't have much information about what their weaknesses and stuff like that are, but like you know them.
Right.
You know.
While
I'm
they're
aware that they exist, but beyond that, not really.
Yeah, they're hostile. Usually hostile. Usually.
while they're
Red
in the,
frog mask. Remember that.
Yes.
while they're in the distance and we're all grouped together, I want to try something.
All right. So you
I'm
try.
gonna-
Try. Yeah.
I'm gonna kneel down, clutch my symbol on my chest, and I'm going to try divine intervention.
Now you want to do it? Your friend with like your friend's like off, and then you're like, I'm not gonna use it to save my friend,
Could have
but
asked
now that I'm in battle,
Your
I
God,
will
like,
use.
say, come and get him and bring him here.
Yeah, you
Nope,
could
I'm
have
gonna-
asked him for that instead of trying to be like,
Okay,
like guilt tripping,
not-
like
well,
dull and dull. And
no, no,
yes,
Also-
idiot.
also-
no, no.
I
To be fair, I did level up until I rested, but I should have
Okay,
done it
fair enough.
before that.
Okay.
I should have.
I was gonna say,
tried
so
it in
you
the
could have done
morning.
before you rest, but no, you couldn't have done
Okay.
that just yet until
Okay,
you rested.
so you kneel on,
Yeah.
on the plastic shed, and you clutch your your focus. What does your focus look like?
Oh, it's on my chest. It's a symbol like of a yeah, you're right, the daisy or the flower, and I'm just clutching it, holding it there, and basically saying to Sheila, I know we don't really speak much, and I'm not, you know, haven't been a extremely faithful servant to you, but if you could help us out, I will continue to bring you honor and go towards your will in this plains. And then I guess I roll.
Yep, you roll a d100.
You have to get 10 or less.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard roll.
Dang.
So
All right.
Uh-huh.
you're
If it was 2 more, you might have succeeded just because. It was 2 points higher.
but yeah. So you offer your prayer into the limbo. You're not sure if
Do you have inspiration?
he does.
Oh
I don't
yes,
know.
I'll use it.
Okay,
Can
I
you
mean,
use it on a roll like this?
no. Normally you can only theoretically,
Okay.
so you can only use inspiration on D20 rolls, not in any roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
fair enough.
but yeah. Also, yeah, that's fine. But also, yeah, okay. So yeah. You try to get the attention of your goddess in this case, Sheila, and she doesn't seem to respond to you with that actual with actual help. But she does float down. You see like a daisy float down in front of you with the bee inside, and then that's it. You get a daisy with the bee
Okay.
inside.
So since it wasn't successful, I get to use it again after a long rest, right?
Every day, I believe you can try. I think I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
every day after long,
Yeah,
So if you succeed, then it's like you have to wait a week or
like
something
10
like that.
days or something. Yeah, 7
Yeah.
days, 10 days.
Something
Something.
like that.
All
That's on a
Well,
success.
Okay.
Was that a spell or just an ability?
It's an ability. It's not a
Uh,
It's
spell.
an ability. It's a,
yeah.
yeah, it's a
Okay,
cleric.
so no wild
Cleric
magic
class
Nope.
feature.
kicking
No
in.
logic. Nope. All right. So yeah. So Jimmy, where were you? You have your mask on. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I was just saying because I have the red mask, they
It's just game
probably
prepped.
would act, a little bit more
Yeah.
accommodating to me.
Maybe.
That's all.
Are you gonna speak for the group? Are you gonna try to talk to them first? What are you gonna do?
I'm just
Like what
going to, because I don't know what their language is, so I'm just going to stand there and just look at them
Okay.
with the mask.
The
Yeah.
Saudi look at each
Here.
other. Sorry. Go ahead.
Like, why is this
Aiden,
dude wearing a mask?
Aiden, does Potato Guy have a icon to put on the map? I want to know where.
He does. Well, not really. I mean, he has that mysterious, like, he doesn't have an actual thing I can show you because I'll put you here, but like, it's not going to be helpful for you because it's just going to be a mysterious image.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's fine. You just need to
actual
know where he is.
potato
And
there.
I just want to know because, like,
yeah.
I just want to basically. Thaco, do we need to fight these guys or do we need to run?
I'd be me like, oh yeah, by the way, these are my friends.
Hello.
Give him all the names.
I
Hey.
mean, the Saudi aren't the most friendly sort. They tend to want to make everyone into chaos. You know, chaos should be a choice, not a forced, a forced thing, a forced decision on their part. So I don't
Very
appreciate
progressive.
their.
So run.
So
I'd
we
say
should
either
run
run or
or should we
fight.
take them?
It's up to you.
Either run or fight. Okay. Well, thanks for that.
I'm helpful.
Sorry.
I'm helping.
I vote run.
Helping you.
Okay, so wait. First, so what's
And I'm assuming I'm assuming as soon as we got there, like they gave me back reward and my little
Yeah,
Iron
they give
Man
you
thing.
basically give you your stuff, and as you get your stuff back, you essentially see the Slotty looking at you guys, and basically pointing each other and making noises. And basically, as you guys approach you guys, or try to approach you guys, they see Krivdar in the mask, and they look at him first, like pointing like, and try to speak to you in their language, and you get the sense that they're asking you like why you're with them.
Oh, good, they're stupid. Okay.
Some are.
Do you want me to try and speak in their language, even though I don't know what the language is?
Sure, you
Or
try.
Basically-
You should try speaking, or
Sure.
try using your interpretive dance or physical
Hey.
mannerisms.
They're
Okay,
basically the Warhammer space orcs like I thought they were. Great.
so is this like deception or?
Yeah, if you're basically trying to lie to them, yeah, it's perception. Yep.
Or
Okay.
or performance if you're wanting
Okay.
to
Okay.
do it.
I wasn't sure if I prepared it. Tongues. I touched Jimmy on the shoulder and I cast tongues.
Okay, cool.
You can understand every language, and anyone you talk to can understand you.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, cool. So yeah, so now you can understand everything they're saying. So yeah, they're
Oh,
clearly saying.
don't get us killed.
So I don't need to deceive them now. Now I know.
Well, it depends. You can still
Yeah.
deceive them about what your purpose is, because they think you might be a slot, but you're not a slot, so you might be still being
Gotcha.
deceiving them, but but yeah,
So I'll roll.
they're asking clearly that like you, slot, you fellow, why are you with the non chaos ones? They're ordered.
Let's see what I got here. Oh,
Are you
Okay.
trying to bring them to us to eat or to impregnate?
no. I ordered a pizza, dude. It should be here in like 5 minutes. I don't know. These people are cool. Look, see, they're hanging out with the big potato guy. Come on. Be cool.
I tried to quickly imagine a pizza like in my hand, like and just try to like pull it out of the bag of holding like it was always there.
Fortunately, I rolled better. All right, they don't seem deceived by you, so you're
Could I give him advantage if I'm helping?
you helping? You helping him? Okay. All right, then, man. Just roll
'Cause
advantage.
I am trying to like create a fake pizza out of thin air.
Okay, so if you're gonna help me, you can roll with advantage, Jimmy, and also whatever you roll, we'll say on top of that, we'll add another +3 because of your
Okay.
mask,
So I'll roll this
slot
again
mask,
then.
and helping.
Okay, hold on.
So basically, you're gonna give it, yeah.
Ooh,
Holy,
21.
funny, someone rolled well today. Holy shit, you guys rolled them in so
There
bad
you
today.
go.
Like holy.
Yes.
You got pizza
Okay.
ready, dude.
All right, 24, baby, nice.
like-
24.
That will be 24 silver.
All right, so yeah, this Asadi are like look confused for a second. They're like, pizza?
Yes. Delicious. You haven't had it before?
All right, so they're like, no, man. Where do you get the meat
Like-
pizza from? Can I have some?
Yeah. You could all have some here, and
Alright,
I'll place
So
down.
they come
in front
over
of
to you and come to hang out with you, and looking for try to eat your pizza. Do you form pizza for you? Do you create a pizza for them?
Yeah, I am literally trying to will a pizza into existence.
Will a pizza together.
I'm
Form
going
pizza
to
from the
will
elements.
some breadsticks and dipping sauce.
Okay.
so
Nice.
What would I roll to will a pizza into existence?
Intelligence. Anything you're doing that requires you're creating something like that, it's a will or intelligence
Okay.
check.
We also have Gordon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gordon
no.
can help as well. Gordon. Oh damn. Nat 20,
natural
baby.
20. So these are like the best damn garlic knot
Okay.
breadsticks you've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Sure.
And it's like Yeah, it's like it's like it's still a pizza, but it's the shittiest pizza they've ever had. But it has the most. We serve the most excellent breadsticks.
Like,
It's
And
it's Elio's
like
pizza.
like a
That's
half a
what it
dozen
is.
Like
dipping
like
sauces. There's
like like the
ranch,
taste tastes like frozen
marinara.
pizza cardboard, but the breadsticks are like fresh, like oven, like fresh from the oven, fresh.
About a third of the breadsticks are cinnamon, and there's like a frosting dip.
Like
Oh man,
we aren't known for our pizza, but our breadsticks are excellent.
like,
I'm just trying to play along with this deception so you don't remember me as I am.
like, oh man, these breadsticks are awesome, man. Like, dude, can I? What could I make these when I want to? Like,
Yeah, of
what are they
course.
made of?
It's made out of
imagine
bread and
it. Now that you've tasted,
spices and
they
stuff.
can't understand me.
Oh yeah, they don't have to say anything. They're
Yeah.
saying yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, they hear me. I'm like basically like the
like.
quirks like beep, beep, bloop, blop, bloop, 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 bloop.
You just gotta think about it, dude. Just think about it, and then
It's
it will
it's
be.
literally Hook. It's the
Yeah,
Hook imagination food scene.
You're doing it,
literally,
Peter.
yes. Think about it, dude.
So yeah, they stuffed down those garlic knots, each of them. They kind of start fighting over the garlic knots. After eating, I each one, they're like, "Oh, this is good." And they start eating, and then they fight like, "Hey, I want this. No, give me it to me."
Now it's our time to leave. Let's go.
So yeah, they start fighting amongst themselves about
They
eat the
run.
rest of the
Yeah,
garlic
it's like
knots.
yeah,
Bug out.
we just slowly float away.
Exactly.
If it took us about an hour to catch each other, then our like buffs we did just before we left are gone too. So no
Yeah.
more telepathic thought unless we have 10 minutes to stop somewhere because I can cast it ritually all day long. I
I
just
mean, if
11
we're like
minutes,
all on my little platform and I'm concentrating, you can just take the time to like do it.
and I'll do it again as soon as we get away from these.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a lot of just literally fight. And it's so weird to watch them fight because they're not again their forms constantly change. So just like the chaos elements there before them, like Saudi are basically said they're chaos incarnate essentially. So their bodies are constantly shifting. One going to try one throw
Like
yeah, like one throw the punch at
so
another one.
basically, if you're it's like if we're calm around them, they'll be calm. But if we're violent, they'll be violent. Like they just kind of go with whatever the flow is, kind of
Not that's
thing.
not your flow, but the flow of the environment and like and they change themselves just by default. Like basically
Oh,
their
okay.
nature is to change. Even without the environment, if they were in limbo, they would do changing.
So for all we know, they'll forget about us in like 10 seconds anyway.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
On their
yeah,
nature.
they seem to be very busy with those garlic knots, those fucking amazing garlic knots, and they're just like the pizza themselves are like whatever. But they use pizza as like a like they used to like put the garlic inside of it. They use it like a container.
Yeah, you use like the dipping sauce, like give it like a little
Yeah,
Yeah,
rinse.
exactly. Yes.
Exactly. So yeah, they are completely busy. You guys are able to escape, no problems. They're just like finding themselves like
And
fools.
like while like we're floating, it's like I'm gonna see if I can like will like a camouflage around us, so it's like in that direction, so it's like they don't see us, almost like a little mirror kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, doing their soul check or wisdom.
I'll do it. I will use another flash of genius to make that an 18.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. You're out. You're no problem. You're able to create one, and yeah. So you create a mirror. It reflects or basically create like a veil essentially
Yeah,
over your cells.
yeah, it's like a little weird like curve thing, so like big enough to like so that they don't see us, and it's just reflecting everything around. It's kind of like a weird little camouflage on one end.
Cool. Yep.
in my research or in our research, did we like these checks we're doing to like build a thing? Like, do we be reconcentrating every like hour? Can I keep adding on, or is it more like once or twice a day? Because
You can do as much.
I'd like to keep rolling checks and build this thing up.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything else, you can do it. You can keep working on it.
Yeah.
So you can keep building it up if you
Yeah,
want to.
same.
But just saying though, like
Same.
it won't be. You probably won't be able to expand it too much because you just don't have enough experience to like know how to. You don't have enough knowledge essentially to make it much better.
Well,
But
that's why I
Like
want to practice.
stay simple,
Yeah.
like connect your little rock platform to mine, so it's like an even larger space. Eventually, just park your shed on top of it, so it's like a little
Yeah.
shed to like sleeping kind of thing.
Oh, I guess I did cast a 5th level spell ritually.
oh, you did it. No, by the bond. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, do all one magic surge. Okay. So I'll roll there. Do 100.
4.
Let's see what that is. 54. 54 is going to be. Ooh, what is this? 54. Okay.
Turned into a sheep.
No. Oh, this is interesting.
Ah,
Okay, this is interesting, but not that useful for now. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5 to 6 days. A tattoo that says sober
5d6.
days. Yeah. And a tattoo that says
5d6.
sober appears on your forehead for the same amount of time. So you have a tattoo on your head that's
Oh.
sober. You're
Oh,
immune to being.
It's
As soon as we get back, you could just do like a drinking contest
Yeah,
with a bunch
man.
of people
Yeah.
drinking
Yeah,
on
why
the
not?
table.
11 days. That's a low roll.
Okay. There you go. For 11 days, you are now immune to be intoxicated. Of course, you still can.
But it advertises that, right? That's what you're saying?
Well, it says sober on your head, but people don't
Oh,
know.
okay, on my head.
Yeah.
Thought I had like a dungeon crawler Carl like heads up display on top of my head.
New achievement. You're sober. All right.
Is it like a crimson letter kind of thing? Just like it's just there on his forehead, just says
It's basically a
sober.
tattoo. It's honestly, it's a temporary tattoo. It's like a henna tattoo, but it's only on his
Okay.
forehead.
A henna tattoo. God.
I whisper, well, now I can communicate in my head to everybody. If anyone asks, that's my wife's name.
My wife's name is
All right,
Sober.
let's
Sobriety.
I'll do my check to like help expand or at 15.
I'm gonna hold off my last two flash of genius just in case where
Yeah.
we're going.
I really am more just like practicing working with this
Yeah.
limbo space. I'm not really trying to make
Yeah.
it, so
Okay.
maybe I add another like 2 or 3 feet to the diameter of the thing. And
Sure. I mean, you make your own too. Like, I mean, Jimmy has his plastic shed. You have, let's say, what is yours going to be?
I mean, my original space is like 20 by 20.
Okay. But yours is like just like yours is very simple. It's just
mine's like
piece
a 10 by 10 sidecar off the size of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, plastic shed, some ground
Those
to
will
lay
probably
on,
like right in the front.
and now we have a sidecar. Got it. Okay. All right. These are our
Hoping like
I-
10
I-
checks from now, we have like parapets and walls. And we'll get
yeah,
there.
or I was thinking like, just like somehow imagine like a dome, but with like a driver's window, like, maybe like a 10-foot, like 10-foot, like, radius or diameter, or whatever you want to say, like window, just like that we can like pick a direction.
Okay. Well, as you guys can do that, let's say maybe we should do is you guys can head off toward Shaklalor, aka the
Yes.
Gitsara city. And while we do that, why don't we say we can stop it before as we'll stop a little early.
Yeah.
That way
Like pause here.
Gordon gets some
Yeah, good
chance
call.
to play a little bit, at least in Limbo, because otherwise you might
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
leaving Limbo early, and then you're like, well,
Plus this is feels like a good stopping point. It's like the whole
Yeah.
point is like, okay, we're here.
you
Next
met.
step.
Friendship.
Get
Yes,
the fuck
friendship
out.
worked. You guys use the power of
Yeah.
friendship to find each other, and you met another friend along the way, Taco, and yep, you're heading off to this near city, nearby, fairly nearby cities. Yeah. So yeah, congrats, guys. You avoided the fight. You with Jimmy's or Krivdar's sly skills of impersonation.
He is the true agent
Forward
of chaos.
thinking, getting the mask.
Exactly.
forward
He's in his
thinking.
homeland. This is actually where he's from. This is
This
his
is
fair-
where
listened
this is
and
where
I
the other
planned.
half.
That's what I
This is
did.
where the other half of him is.
Yeah, see, we thought it was Baywell. It's actually from that's from Limbo. He was born in Limbo, forged in Limbo.
Part limbo, part fey creature.
He's actually not elf
The
at all.
Ekarist is so lawful good that I feel like he needs to make a saving throw or else become seduced by the desire to turn this place into a place of.
You can try. I mean, the Giths are like that. The Giths don't like the or disorder, so they're like, man, they hate this. They're very lawful. So they're like, that's what they have to make it. But yeah, we'll figure that next time. So yeah, we'll talk to Gordon. I'll talk to Gordon about this, aka Wolf, about this next time. But yeah, looks like you guys are able to find each other. See, no problems. Gordon Limbo didn't even die. He didn't even hurt even. Like,
I was close a few times with those bad rolls though.
yeah, you had such horrible rolls. It was absurd. But yeah, how it goes.
Like the only good one was like the one just keeping my essence the way it is.
Yeah, because you
I
created a
failed
pocket
that,
in time. You created a pocket in time. Yeah, your essence thing failed too. You just create the pocket in time to protect yourself. But yeah,
I just made sure it wasn't too complicated that it would be a low DC to succeed.
yeah. It would have been fun to have a fight with you guys because the fight would have been against Slav would have been interesting because you guys are spellcasters and every time you cast Magic Surge, so
Well, anything up first level and above, cantrips would be fine.
yeah, I can't
bet.
just quite right. But it'd be hilarious because you basically be casting a lot probably in general to fight against guys and you'd be Magic Surge like crazy.
Not me. I rely on pew pews. So
That's true. You're
I'd be
more pew
fine.
pew than everyone else, except for Jimmy. But yeah.
Yes, I don't. I use most shoot.
Like
Yeah, you're shoot.
Fun fact, I did take banishment,
Okay.
which means I could send some people back to their home plane, just not myself. So that was like, if we're getting down, we're like, this
Yeah,
is going to be a
but I would.
TPK.
Mhm.
Then I would be like, you
Yeah.
two, whoosh, you're gone. 5th level banishment.
Save yourself.
Save yourself.
That's funny.
Fail
And
to
then I,
save on
and then
purpose.
if you made sure it wasn't me, I'd be like, I got taken over by chaos. No, and then pistol whip you, and then break your concentration.
Well, that's like funny. It's funny. Some fun things could have happened if you feel continue to veil, then you like start shifting into the limbo and become one of the chaos creatures, basically. But like you're fine. Nothing happened.
For now,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did great.
I-
but we don't know how long it'll take us to get to where we need to go, and then also
What's on the way?
what
Yeah.
would we have to do to earn the
Yeah,
ability to go away back.
convince, coerce, whatever these guys to get away home.
Yeah, because one thing you would know is also is like the Gitzer are not good outsiders. They are very distrustful of
Yeah,
them.
they're either
Yeah.
lawful neutral or lawful evil.
So
Sometimes there are some lawful good, but they're mostly lawful. So it's like they're going to require a task.
probably, because yeah, they want some help, and he just not going to help you, I guess too. But yeah, he also has his own requests, so it's you'll have to do some favors, people. That's fine. You'll
And
be
also, we can't keep Sacco once we get there because they don't like him. So you'll probably be like, okay, this is as far as I'm going to go.
yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you guys
I'll just
can.
and then just grab a piece of him and put it in the bag of holding and pray it doesn't spoil.
Potatoes, man. Fail spell. Take long. Think
Wait,
wild spell.
Jimmy, do you have a bag of holding that keeps things cold? Do you
He
have
does.
that? Or-
Yeah,
That's
bag
I
of
have the bag
holding.
of
Yes, he has a
Yeah.
unique bag of
yeah, he
holding.
has a bag of holding.
That's literally what it's called.
Well, so I have theming, so I can make us all look like something as we get there. First, I'll probably do that,
mean-
and then I'll get turned into like toads or something. But that's a different thing.
True, yeah. And